Yes, it is the Met Gala Monday. It's also a Mercurial Monday as we get into. See, I think Carlos is going to be early. Listen, it is 7:04. So I'm early. I know you guys have been looking forward to tonight's Monday Night Live all weekend. Let me get into so you and Nene should plan to come to the Carolinas, Columbia, South Carolina to be exact. Well, thank you for your exact estimation. So, Raindrops, don't forget Nene Lee's Carlos King on tour. We will be in Birmingham, Alabama, May 13th, Tampa, Florida, May 14th, Houston, Texas, June 5th, and Dallas, Texas, June 6th. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the URL to get your tickets in the chat. Make sure y'all star it, like it, okay? Let me do it right now before I forget. Child, y'all be seeing me do shit in real time, okay? This is a real production, all right? So listen, there's a link. So go to this link. I just posted it. Lula, see if you can pin it for me. I'm going to star it. Lula's going to see if she can pin it. Okay. So we are going to have a good time. We will also have some surprise guests for you guys too. So Nene and Carlos on tour. All right. More dates will be announced. All right. So get your tickets at kingdomreign.com for a good show. And congratulations to Nene Leakes, who was included in vulture.com spread that dropped today, highlighting her excellence in reality television. So shout out to my girl Nene Leakes and shout out to my girl Tiffany Pollard, who was also in it. It was well deserved. So make sure you guys pick up a copy, and you never know, you may see a quote or two or three or four from your boy as I have the pleasure to speak on Nene Leakes' behalf in this article that featured her. So make sure you guys check that out. It's really good. Okay. It's really good. All right. We can't pin it. So look, go here. Thank God my nails are clean because I get gel manicure. Y'all see it? See? So go here to get your tickets. All right. So we do have a jam-packed show. I'm not going to take up too much time because we have so much to get into. We have to get into Belle Collective, Birmingham, Stormy versus Tiffany of it all. Love and Marriage, Huntsville, Tisha and Destiny. Angel Massie has a brand new show. Angel Massie from formerly Upper Potomac. As you all know, she won't be returning this season. We got to talk about the ending of Love and Hip Hop, the franchise. And last but not least, we are going to get into Angela Goatley and Pinky Cole's read off. This was a weekend of the activation, okay? And happy birthday to Angela Goatley, Destiny Payton, and Karen Huger. I'm talking about 3 force multipliers. All right. Yes. The girls were fighting this weekend. That's all I'm going to say. But let's bring in my handsome and beautiful co-host, Dustin, Claudia, and Blue.
What up, Lowe's? What's up, Claudia? What's up, Blue? What's up, Raindrops?
Friends, fam. What's up, y'all?
Yeah. Back in this motherfucker. What's happening? What's good?
Good. Mm-hmm. Blue, you're muted. Blue has been sipping on some is it cognac? Or in the words of Phaedra, is it Andres or is it
Cheers, Blue.
Cheers. You inspired me, Dustin. Cheers. This is a pineapple mango margarita.
Carlo, put that picture down.
Right. That sea moss ass shit.
Is that a sample of something?
So what is that? This is my iron pills. Because I have a small esophagus.
Pause.
I don't believe that for 1 minute.
I actually do. When things enter my throat, it gets stuck.
Okay.
Sounds fun.
Okay.
No, it's not fun, Dustin, when you have to regurgitate it back out.
I'm talking about for the thing that's being regurgitated, not you.
We all start off tight, and then along our travels, it gets loosened up. So you'll be okay.
I have no gag reflex, respectfully. I really don't. So
Yeah, Blue.
Wow.
wait, Dustin. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I'm proud of you, girl.
No,
Yeah.
that's not something to be proud of. That's medical.
Yeah, you blessed.
That's fine. You're good.
Yep.
It's less limitations on you. It's less time. You won't be saying, I can't. No.
That's the
stop.
class you need to teach right there. I know you got on courses.
No, during COVID, I was getting a test. They were putting something down my throat, and they were like, prepare yourself. And I closed my eyes. When I opened, the doctor was just staring at me like, I said, did you do it? He was like, yeah. I said, oh, I didn't feel nothing.
What was it like? What was it like a metal?
Yeah, I didn't feel nothing.
Remember sticking it in your nose? They put in your throat? They put it in your throat?
They stuck something down my throat, and they prepared me, and there was nothing to prepare me for.
Did they numb your throat?
No, I just didn't feel it.
How many inches was it?
Carlos, we're not doing
I like a visual.
But the irony is,
I
have an ironically small mouth, though. So I have to use children's dental tools. So I have a small mouth, but I have no gag reflex. It's wild over here.
Small mouth, big throat?
Yeah.
I have a big mouth, small throat.
See? Look at us. We see each other.
So you want to see it? Look.
You know what? Oh, that is tight. No, I can see that is tight, Carlos.
Y'all motherfuckers are crazy.
I told you, Claudia, it was tight.
Everyone says that.
Somebody lied to you. It's hot in here. Is it us? I'm hot all of a sudden. Happy Met Monday. We all look so cute.
Y'all look great. Y'all look beautiful, as a matter of fact.
This entire cast is kind of cute, Carlos, like a poster.
Mm-hmm. You know, I know a thing or two about casting,
Oh, you sure do.
As we get into this, to Love and Marriage and Belle Collective. But before we get to that, how was y'all weekend? Starting with Claudia.
Yes.
I went to Philly for a screening of a film that I did, and it was just in and out. I got to see my niece. That was a highlight, and then that's it. I didn't really do much. It was very uneventful. So yeah, I did not test my throat. So yeah, I'm good. I'm safe. So yeah, it's been a very uneventful spring. I need to pick that back up. Yeah, other than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dustin Ross.
Yeah, I was actually in Michigan with my family. Shout out to my family, all my cousins. What up? I was with my family this weekend. My sister, who I love with all my heart, she graduated with a master's degree in public health from the University of Michigan on Thursday. And then the next day,
That's a hard school, by the way.
Yeah. The Harvard of the Midwest, right? Big 10. So I'm very proud of her. And she did a whole career pivot after going through breast cancer, triple negative, stage 3. And she's 6 years in remission. So God is so good. She's done a whole pivot. Homegirl be lobbying in DC for breast cancer research laws and shit. Just dedicated and really dove head first in that. So shout out to her. I love her. And the next morning, my aunt graduated with a master's degree in social work, I believe, from Michigan State University the very next morning. So it was a big weekend in education for my family. I'm very proud of them both. And so I was with my family this weekend, man, and also announced my tour. Shout out to the good people at City Winery. We have partnered for a 6-city tour, 2 shows in Atlanta. We're doing Philadelphia, Boston, Nashville, Cashville, okay? A lot of cities. So those tickets are available at DustinRossLive.com. I've been in the lab cooking, coming up with a whole lot of funny shit. I wrote some Brandy jokes today that made my stomach hurt. I was laughing so hard. So
you said Brandy as in normal?
I said Brandy, Sonia's baby. Yes.
Oh, damn.
I'm very excited. I can't wait to see everybody on stage and make everybody laugh. So good things this weekend.
Very nice.
All right. Make sure y'all support Dustin Ross and get the tickets, please. Blue
Fuck with me.
How was your weekend, Dollface?
Let's start wholesome. I saw Dustin's post. I'm sorry, wholesome. I saw Dustin's post. We got a whole table to see you in Boston, Dustin. So me and my assistant, we're all gonna come see you right front.
I love you, Blue. Thank you so much for real. I appreciate that's the shit I'm talking about. That means a lot because I ain't asked Blue to do shit. She just did that. So I love you, friend. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And I called my accountant. We're gonna call it professional development. So
that's what it is.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you a question and then write it off. But yes, that's how you support your friends. It's professional development.
Love you, baby.
And then I went back to the gym, y'all. Everything hurts.
Yeah, good.
Hey, yeah, everything hurts. But I've been working out all weekend. I'm very tired.
The worst part is if you let more than 3 days go by, it's like starting all over again, and that's what really hurts. But you get past these 2 weeks, you can be straight. Just you can't stop for it to, and remember, 21 days to build a habit.
Honestly, the endorphin high, I didn't realize it, but like, you know, first of all, Carlos's pictures with his titties out be telling me to go to the gym, so I finally listened. And I went, and I didn't realize the endorphin high. Like, I was upset about something, and by the end of my workout, I felt so much less stress.
Amazing.
I was like, oh my God, nobody has to die. And I'm gonna go see Dustin in Boston. Like, it was so cathartic. So I'm already picking up like a habit. So I love this.
No, but that's the reason why I work out every single morning, because with everything that just goes on in my life, it's the reason why I do it. It's to relieve all the stress. But the thing is, my appetite for other things have increased.
What thing?
What thing?
Yes, no, I was having a conversation, and
you
he was
do
like,
get hornier when you work out, though. That's true.
I was trying not to say that, but like I have been working my legs like a cricket the whole time. Sorry.
Testosterone's going up, especially when you do deadlifts, leg squats, stuff like that.
Yes.
For me, it's cycling. When I ride that bike and my legs be going poof, 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 every time my shit be hard as a motherfucking rock. Every time, man.
At the gym?
Yup.
You're on brick at the gym? Oh my.
Yeah, like only when I'm cycling. I'm not no nasty gay nigga that be in the locker room and shit. You know what I'm saying? Not like that. I'm just saying it's the way my body reacts to cycling for some reason. Every time, even if I go bike riding, like one time I went on a day bike riding in Central Park. And I was so embarrassed because I was like, this nigga gonna think I'm freaked out. You know what I'm saying? But I couldn't help myself because when you biking, it's something about that that, you know.
The friction.
Maybe this is a reality after dark conversation. Sorry, y'all.
Well, look,
Yeah.
since you brought it up, did you release after the Central Park riding?
No, because I don't do that musty shit. We gotta everybody needs to shower first. Let's not get crazy. So ain't gonna be no loving after we roll bikes in Central Park. We can go get something to eat, you know what I'm saying? Go get us a drink or something, but that's it. Smoke one, you know, but that's it.
But that leaves the question wide open. Like, since Carlos started that, Carlos, do you like to have musty sex?
Yeah, that's a great question because it's polarizing. Some people love it, some people hate it.
No, so my routine is this: I take a shower before I go to bed, and then I take a shower because I work out in the morning. Then I take a shower after I get home from the gym.
That's right.
So before any activity that I like to be involved in, he and I take showers before we do anything.
Yes.
I like to. Yes, I like to smell something floral versus smelling something, you know, funky. Yeah, it's not no.
Some guys are nasty though. I remember one time this guy was like, "We doing? I'm working out. I finished working out." He's like, "Don't get in the shower until I get there. I want to taste you." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah. See, I'm not trying to kink shame, but that ain't my thing. That's nasty to me. Like, no kink shaming. Everybody do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Because people definitely think what I do is nasty. but you know, but yeah, like smells.
Yeah, because once you interplace it and separate holes and all that stuff.
Whoa, not the hands, Carlos. Oh my God.
You want to make sure things are clean so that there's no chocolate surprises.
Oh, that was no chocolate.
Oh, well, in your case, Claudia, I don't know.
Yeah, it's different.
You look clean, though. You're a very clean woman.
I don't really sweat that much when I work out, but still, I let him. It wasn't my mouth. It wasn't my mouth.
I know that's right, Claudia.
Did he kiss you afterwards?
We were in the shower, and he like got on his knees in the shower.
Oh no, the shower.
So down him, but it was mixed with some of my sweat. Whatever.
Yeah, that's cute. That's regular. But if you've been,
thank you. It was a cute moment. Okay, I know the people like, are we just gonna talk about sex? Or are we gonna talk about?
No, it's okay.
We are freaked out lately. What is happening? It's spring. We can smell ourselves. It's what the old people used to say. It's spring.
Right, you're smelling yourself. That meant you was fast or mannish.
Yeah, I think we're just those were crazy Carlos. That whole I didn't say it was. I don't like a big hole now, baby.
Right.
There's a name for that. Condition. No disrespect to anybody with the condition.
Yes, we don't do big holes over here. All right.
Okay, let's get a segue into the
Tune
next
into
show.
Reality After Dark.
Let's see what show you're gonna go from big holes to what now?
From
What
big
show?
holes
Okay.
to Birmingham.
So no. So to your point, there is going to be a big hole in the programming schedule because Love and Hip Hop is now ending. Claudia, I'm so motherfucking good at this shit.
You did that. I do believe you did that.
Now that I liked. Who did that? Who said that? Now that I liked.
That was good. That was
Oh,
good.
Phaedra, Claudia, Phaedra.
Now this,
Both of
You
y'all
on point
bankrupt.
with
Both of y'all in debt.
like,
Okay, that's good. All right, so our first topic of the day, it is shot o'clock. I have my iron pills in the glass because I got my raindrops.
I didn't know we was doing drinks today. All I got is water. I can go to the kitchen go get something though.
You're not alone, Claudia. I have water too.
I mean,
So
I have
you're
water
good.
as an emergency tactic, just in case anything
I'm gonna
goes
drink
left.
with y'all.
Yes, we have water too, Claudia. It's all good. You are not alone in this because our first shot topic of the evening, we are going to discuss the ending of Love and Hip Hop franchise. Paramount, who owns BET, VH1, MTV, etc., they decided to end the Love and Hip Hop franchise. The franchise, as you all know, launched in 2011, so over 15 years ago. And unfortunately, they are ending it. They're doing a special called Love and Hip Hop, the Final Chapter, which explores the rise of its breakout stars, the business empires they built, the headlines that dominated the conversation, and the franchise's lasting cultural impact. Claudia, I want to start with you because obviously we all know that you are currently on Love and Hip Hop Miami as a friend to the show. What are your thoughts on this news? How did you find out? Did you get a phone call? What are your thoughts on all of this?
Well, I didn't get a phone call because I'm not an official cast member. I'm literally like I do like a guest appearance, so I'm not under contract like that with them. So RHOA did. But I saw the news, but I knew when the Ellison brothers, the Ellison family took over Paramount and all that. I mean, they're right-wing MAGA, very much anti-Black. They got rid of BT Plus. They're getting rid of. It's going to be really harsh times for a lot of people in entertainment for Black people. The money's drying up. You got to look to self-finance or find funding amongst your community. I think it's sad. I think that it's been around for so long. People can say what they want about it being ratchet, whatever, but it did provide a lot of people with a lot of jobs that might not have had a chance to be on television otherwise, So, yeah, it's pretty sad for the people that relied on it and didn't. The people that didn't create a different other income from it, I do feel bad for them. But for the people that were smart and took advantage of it, kudos to them. But it's gonna be some tough times these next couple of years.
Dustin?
Yeah, much like my sister Claudia just illustrated so perfectly, this is a small piece of a much bigger puzzle. And I know that we have a lot of fun, offering commentary on these reality shows. I know people have a lot of fun talking shit about shows on Twitter. And Love and Hip Hop was one of the biggest, recipients of that sort of shit talking. And people blame Love and Hip Hop for things that they deem ghetto in our culture and society. There's a running joke, you know what I'm saying? But it's not funny anymore. This is a direct result of the powers that be making decisions. When people are given power in that way, the Ellison family has indeed taken over media. And this is an example of one of the casualties of such. Love or hate the cast, this was a vehicle that kept a lot of people of color paid and working. And it goes beyond the ensemble cast members. You got to think about the crew. You got to think about the writers. You got to think about the assistants. There's a lot of people that ate off of Love and Hip Hop being current and active as far as programming is concerned. So, I didn't necessarily give a fuck about a lot of the people on the cast, but I was glad they was working. You know what I'm saying? I was glad we had something to talk about. Shout out to Mona Scott Young for being a visionary. Love her or hate the product, whatever. She did that. So shout out to Mona Scott Young, Black woman running shit. And this, love it or hate it, it is undeniably forever entrenched in our culture. this was a thing for a lot of us, and I'm glad I was here to witness it. I hate that they're ending it. I think it's a missed opportunity for a bigger show that could have covered multiple cities in one series. But they ain't paying me to produce this shit, so I'm gonna shut up. But I hate to see it leaving.
Blue.
First of all, I echo the sentiments that everybody said so far. Also, too, I do strongly believe that Black excellence is a trauma response, and that if we ever want Black liberation, we have to let the full gamut of us be seen, and we can't always just have perfect Black people. We have to have flawed Black people, hood Black people, rich and poor, and everything in between, right? Because white mediocrity is allowed. We're allowed to see Seinfeld, a show about nothing. Can you imagine a bunch of Black people doing a show about absolutely nothing and being considered one of the best shows in the world? Andy Cohen's allowed to have ratchet white folks in Salt Lake getting tipsy and arrested. So it's just weird to me that we tend to pound down when it's Black guilty pleasures. But then when it's a white person, we think that, oh, this is just great TV. So I'm very hurt. And for me personally, I have a lot of close friends who've been on the show. Some became rich off of it. Others were completely traumatized and are still in therapy about it. It runs the full gamut, right? And so we have to be careful when we paint the show in broad strokes. And to Claudia and Dustin's point, these are some people who, because they're so Black, right, they would have never gotten a chance to be seen and be loved elsewhere. And there are people like them in our real families, in our real lives, who saw themselves seen. And even when we think about the Cardi B of it all, or even my friend Bridget Kelly, who told me she went back to Love and Hip Hop because Beyonce told her to go back for a second season. Michelle Obama has said she loves the show. So let's stop pretending that, we're in an ivory tower and we're above it. It's something that's feeding our community. It's something that's showing a part of our community that's inconvenient, but not inaccurate. And white folks are allowed to do it without being admonished all the time. So I'm just saddened. And also, unfortunately, this is a sign of the times.
It is. And that's the reason why, look, this is terrible news. This is something that, unfortunately, I'm not surprised. I've been saying to you guys for years, for the past 2 years, this industry is broke and broken. You can say what you want about Love and Hip Hop. What that show provided to people in the hip hop industry was a way out. It was a way out. Stevie J was broke. Mimi Faust was figuring things out at the time she started the show. Jocelyn Hernandez was a stripper. Okay. K. Michelle was bubbling in terms of being a solo star. Carly Red was trying to figure whether or not she's going to do West Indian music. Hey, Claudia and Mimi, who went viral over the weekend, which also wrote a picture, by the way. Rashida and Kirk. Rashida was in the shadows of her friends, Candy, Toya, and the rest of the Atlanta elite. And then you had Erica Dixon, who had a literal 9-to-5 job. And this breaks my heart. And the reason why it breaks my heart is because you could say, like all three of you said so eloquently, you can say what you want about shows. It bothers me that when it comes to our community, and I'm talking to Black people right now, it's one thing to criticize a show. We do it. We give our thoughts on it, whatever. It bothers me that when it comes to certain Black shows, y'all want to cancel. Get rid of this. As if there isn't a variety of other things for you to watch. YouTube is the biggest platform in the world, okay? Beating Netflix. If you don't like Love and Hip Hop, watch Angel Massie new show.
Hey.
And
you don't went too far now.
Carlos. We have limits.
We'll get to that a second. Meaning, a show that is about home life. If you don't like this, there's something else for you to watch. That was the point I was making. I was very sad. Claudia Jordan actually informed me first of the news. And little did she know that I actually cried later that evening.
You what?
Damn.
I cried.
Oh, really?
Because, and I'm not going to cry right now. I cried because I got the opportunity to work on Love and Hip Hop. And I learned so much from Mona Scott Young. And I know that when it comes to Mona Scott Young, there's tons of things that people can say, and I'm not here to say anything about what people say. I can only share with you guys my experience. I am Carlos King because God created me and because I do the work. but I will never not give that woman her props for teaching me the ropes in the time we worked together. Mona Scott Young taught me how to be a better producer. I was already doing Housewives, but I was trying to figure out my next chapter, and I owe a lot of my success to Mona, because there's one thing to look at a boss who is tough on you, and you feel like, oh my God, you're embarrassing me. Mona Scott Young, I'm gonna tell this quick story. Mona, when I worked with her, we used to stay up late. Me, Mona, Stephanie Gale.
Shout out Stephanie Gale. Yeah,
we would
love her.
Stephanie. We would stay up late, and I remember thinking like, Mona, I don't want to be at the office past 11 o'clock p.m. and then wake up at 10 a.m. to do whatever. Long story short, she was in the trenches, and she pushed me and she pushed me and she pushed me. So much so one day she was running late to a scene with Erica Dixon and her mother. This is season 1 of Atlanta. And she said, Carla, you got this. I said, I got it. And you know, we all in our careers, we always wanted to show our boss we had it. Yep. And long story short, I taped the scene. I thought it went well. Mona arrived at the end. She said, how did it go? I said, it was good. She said, good. And she, in my mind at the time, she little boyed me. She asked the cameraman, show me the footage. She watched the scene. I had to hold Erica Dixon and her mother. And she came back and she said, we're going to reshoot it. It wasn't great. And I remember being so embarrassed. Like, this woman has embarrassed me in front of my peers. And when she spoke to Erica Dixon, she said, now, what's the real story with your mom? Long story short, it turned out to be a powerful scene. And in that moment, Mona looked at me and she said, we don't do good, we do great. And I walked away from that moment feeling like I could have said this narrative throughout my career that Mona's mean, she was hard, she was a B word to me, she little boyed me. I walked away learning from her, good is not enough, you have to be great. And Mona Scott Young, because of my experience on Love and Hip Hop, she taught me how to be a better producer. And I know she did that for a lot of people, and I don't think she gets the props she deserves. And it's a sad day in Black culture. This show could have lasted as long as Real Housewives. And when Black people, I'm gonna talk to y'all Black folks, when y'all watch Real Housewives, y'all are so hard on Atlanta and y'all are super hard on Potomac. And when it comes to those two Black Real Housewives, y'all shade that show more than any of the other shows. Y'all not only call the show boring if it's not messy enough, y'all call it to be canceled. Whereas white shows, y'all give critiques to it. Get this person, cast this person. And that's what is sad about it. And unfortunately, what's happening in this industry is the erasure of Black content. It's the erasure of DEI, okay? It's the erasure of the Black experience. And that's the reason why I cried over the weekend, because this is the reality that we have. Black shows are getting canceled. And when you guys are on social media dissing the Black show, again, be critical. We all are. But when you call for the cancellation, let's be clear, people are looking and they're watching. And it was just sad to me. But I wanted to make sure that I gave Mona Scott Young her flowers, Stephanie Gale, Yandy Smith, who pitched this show that started with Jim Jones and Chrissy. These people and the beautiful cast of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta that I got a chance to work with. K. Michelle is not thriving on Real Housewives of Atlanta because of Love and Hip Hop. Cardi B is arguably a fourth superstar to be reckoned with because of Love and Hip Hop. Jocelyn Hernandez has her own app because of Love and Hip Hop. So you can diss the program all you want to, but what you can't do is negate the success that it afforded these very same people who now have something to do outside of it. So my heart goes out to the cast, to the crew. There's going to be a ton of unemployment for Black producers and camera operators, audio people, because there's no longer a franchise that they can now work for.
I'd like to piggyback on that real quick about outside of the entertainment, like the people that are watching that are not in the business, that maybe this doesn't resonate with you. It's not even just entertainment, okay? It's a thing in our culture. And it's just something that we're just so hard on each other that we're not. And then when a white person comes along with half the talent, we like embrace them. We're so quick to embrace everybody else and celebrate others, invite everybody to the goddamn cookout all the time. Meanwhile, we're so harsh on each other. Like we're way more harsh on each other. I saw this meme before about like the Klan and the racists kind of stepping back and just letting us kill each other off. It's something like to that effect. And it's like, it's so true. And we only feel some kind of way when the shit's over with, right? Like not when we can support it. It may not be a cup of tea, but again, calling for the cancellation, it's a bit far. Like let the people, there's some people that are not going to, in acting, they're not going to ever do Shakespeare, okay? They're not going to do those. They're not going to do Broadway, but they could do a movie on Tubi. So stop dissing Tubi, stop dissing Love and Hip Hop, the shows that you deem as lower class or what have you, because there's all kinds of classes and there's a place for everyone. And that's when we need that. We need that. I think it's sad. I hate it. And I hate that we downplay our award shows, like the BET Awards are trash, but we want to go to the Emmys. No, why cannot we have the biggest stars in the world?
Absolutely.
Why don't we we need to embrace them more? Our A-listers need to be at these award shows supporting and showing that they're good enough.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
It's trauma because we're scared of embarrassing ourselves in front of the white gaze. It's post-racial trauma where we don't want to look stupid in front of white folks. That's a subconscious reason that we do it, Claudia. We don't want to be our regular human messy selves because we don't want the white folks to look down on us, so we do it first.
It's that's all. Do I have feedback? Am I good?
It's good.
I don't hear you anymore.
Someone said
Okay.
that.
I don't know what happened, child. That was the Lord. No, so it definitely is that. But look, that's why at the end of the day, I want to continue saying this: support Black content. Again, no one is saying you don't have to criticize it. Criticize it all you want to. What I am simply saying is, when you call for the cancellation of shows because it's not fitting your purview of what you think Black excellence is. Michelle Obama, the first and only Black first lady in the world, watched it and quoted Mama D.
He loves it.
How
it resonates to a wide audience. Go ahead, Claudia.
I have a Justin moment real quick. Mrs. Jones, please stop. Claudia, you be the main one. Cut it out. I support Black show. I'm at every Black
Put a
award
comment up.
every single year. Every Black award show I support, whether there's no celebrities, whether there's a ton of celebrities. When it comes to Tubi movies, a Black director sends me a script. It could be beneath me. The budget's not big. I see an up and coming Black director. Guess what? I'm there. Yes, people can clown me and talk about the quality. I support up and coming directors before everybody gets on their tip. I think that is real support. I lend my name to projects all the time. I let people pitch things with my name attached, even if it doesn't work out, because that's how they get money for their projects. They have to attach names to projects. I let them do it before they even give me one dime. So please miss me with that. I get so sick and tired of being demonized and vilified. I put my actual money where my mouth is. I finance a play and put other people to work. I do what I say I do. And that's how you really support. So please don't speak on that. I give commentary. I need people to understand commentary is on someone's performance on a reality show. That is not a personal hatred or a dislike. It is commentary. I need y'all to know the difference. And by the way, Santa Claus is not real. I feel like I got to tell you every little thing that your mama clearly didn't tell you. Okay.
I mean.
Like, I was at a very low budget movie this weekend that I did, and I could have been embarrassed about it, but whatever. It was a Black director that asked for me to join the project, and I did. And that's how you help get these people to, they have to attach names to get the budgets. Anyways, I could talk about that all day, but I won't.
No, but I'm glad you're talking about it because, again, Sherry Shepherd got canceled. Karama Brown show got canceled. So listen, at the end of the day, all I'm saying is, yes, criticize all you want to, critique it all you want to. That's good. You guys, every Monday night, we love you guys because this is a talk show.
Yeah.
You know, this is literally a talk show.
Yeah.
I have major plans for. And I owe it all to you guys for showing up and growing the actual show to where when Housewives or Love and Marriage or whatever goes off, y'all like, I can't wait till Monday. I cannot wait till Monday. So I know that there's a lot of people out there who support Black content. But what I'm saying to you guys is when it does exist to you, All I'm saying is if you love it, because you don't have to love everything. You don't. But if you happen to love it, tell a friend, repost it, talk about it. If you like it and you think it can be better, how about you provide feedback? Okay.
Yeah.
We love feedback. We love feedback. But at the end of the day, I have to say that. But
okay, Mrs. Jones, apologize. I accept your apology. But guess what? You also have the choice to do to sometimes shut the fuck up.
Wait, Aries, how you accepting not the Aries accepting
like I chose to do while you were doing that, because I still have not jumped in. I did not feel that there was blatant malice in her comment, and I felt like you did a great job addressing it, so I stayed out of it. But that was a choice, and I would like that to be noted on the record.
I do appreciate the apology, Mrs. Jones. I just feel like, I don't like, my trigger is being misrepresented, mischaracterized, and I'm always, you call me a hoe, you call me a colorist, and
They call you a hoe because your mic say road.
Is that it? I wish I rode more dick.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
I wish I rode more dicks.
It's shot o'clock again. Now hold on.
Shot o'clock.
I'm getting a drink. I wish I had the fun and the whole experiences that they want me to have. I'm gonna start being a hoe this year. Though. I'm getting a drink. I'll be right back.
Give a drink.
Yes,
give a drink.
Please get a drink. I'm having fun over here.
My bad.
So while she gets the drink, one show that I thank you guys for supporting, a Black show, which is Belle Collective Birmingham. Okay, listen, we have to get into Stormy versus Tiffany. So Raindrops, Blue, Dustin, as you all know, ever since the mop incident happened, come on, Claudia, with her shot. Ever since the mop incident happened between Tiffany and Stormy, things kind of just been a little bit weird between the two. Tiffany got disinvited from Stormy's TikTok live with Lala Anthony. And now they decided to attend this civil rights museum. They weren't able to go in because, baby, shit had to come out. So Tiffany and Stormy, along with their plus ones, Kendra, the first lady of Birmingham, the mayor's wife, and Chanel, the creative director of Canvas Beauty. Starting with you, Dustin.
Yeah.
What did you think of the one-on-one between Stormy and Tiffany?
I was disappointed in Stormy. Just gonna keep it all the way a buck. I feel like everybody reaching when it comes to the conflicts with Tiffany. She is irritating. She does talk too much with people who, them faith-based, creators and shit. They are a little long-winded. They are a little opinionated. They're free with giving out their opinion on everything, and that can be irritating for people.
Faith-based, I like that.
Yeah, but they're painting her as if she is this bad person, and she's not. Look at the conversation between her and Fumi, right? And how they was able to just piece it up. Like, girl, this was this was that. They got clear, moved on. And I think that's what Tiffany was attempting to do with Stormy, but I think Stormy had already decided, I don't like her ass. And so I really don't give a fuck what she say to me. It's not going to be easy in this conversation. And that's what we witnessed. So, I'm all about a good organic conflict, like what we witnessed on another show this week that we'll get to later. But when you are trying to create it from nothing, sometimes that can be a little bit less enjoyable for us as fans. We know Stormy has it in her. The first thing we need to do is congratulate Stormy on that live, all the money she made, the beautiful set, the way Lala looks so gorgeous, the product selling like hotcakes. We love all of that. Stormy is that girl, undeniably, right? And these are accolades and accomplishments that go far beyond her trying to position herself as the leader of this incredible reality show. This is big shit that is like record setting when it comes to sales of that type. So we don't want to scoff at that. I just want Stormy to be a little bit more authentic when it comes to her engagement with the ladies, and just let the beef cook when it gets on the grill. You don't have to always slam it on the grill and smash it down to make sure it's cooking fully. Like, just let it happen, mama, because you got it. Stormy's quick on her feet. So I just want to see that from her.
Claudia?
I could see both of the women contributing to that moment. Absolutely. Again, I think I mentioned this last week about female friendships, how delicate they are, especially if you don't know me and I know cameras are on me. us, I feel like when you sunning someone, right? You do know when you sunning someone, and I do feel like there was a little bit of that as far as like the whole mop my floor, clean up an aisle floor. And I don't know, some people don't are okay when you play with them like that. They're like, whatever, who cares? And then others are gonna hold on to it. And if you're on a reality show, I always think on a show, it's different. And I always think about your motive. You trying to little girl me in that moment. And then, of course, if you're the victim of that, you're going to drag it because now you know that that's what gets you more camera time and more episodes. Like, that's just kind of how it is. So it's kind of hard to know what's really authentic because it is on a TV show. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, are you I know people keep coming for me saying, I always say 10 on 20. Y'all be saying 20 on 10. I say 10 on 20. Okay. You just don't know like what's authentic. And I guess time will tell as the episodes go on. We are being newly introduced, these ladies. So I don't know. But I just feel like right now they're both going to just ride it a little bit because we don't know who the star is yet, right? Because it's like, episode 3, episode 4. So, people be doing their little things to try to jockey into position of, being that girl. And you get that by having conflict. You don't get you don't get that by having no conflict. You have to kind of keep some action around you. So, I think they both contributed a little bit to it.
Blue.
Man, I'm conflicted because, okay, I will be honest. I told Carlos that Birmingham is my favorite. I know we're not supposed to have faves, but look at me. I have one. And I think part of the reason is because my business had gone viral a couple months ago. And I remember calling this Uber driver to pick me up because we were just drowning in orders and he was shipping things out. And he was like, do you need a dedicated driver? Because you seem stressed. And I said, yes, can I have your number? He's like, you remind me of this girl. And then he starts talking. And I said, that's the lady that Carlos said he's doing a show with. This was like a week after you told us about Stormy Carlos.
Oh, really?
Carson, Stormy's driver. He, for 40 minutes, Carlos, drove me and Bridget around LA dropping off product, talking about how amazing she was. So I walked into the show biased. I will admit that because everything he said about her, I was like, she seems amazing. I saw the show. She seems amazing. And then it got tricky because this last episode, it felt like, to Dustin and Claudia's point, I was prepared to be team Stormy the way I'm team Stacey. Stacey could lie straight to my face and tell me the sky is purple. I'm still team Stacey. But when I saw that argument, I said, baby, she asked you a clear, direct question that you won't answer and you being cute right now. When you could have just answered it and squashed it. Why? And I kept on waiting for the scene for her to finally answer. And she kept on being cute. And I was like, oh, you think you caught a leg? And there's this thing that happens when the hubris gets to your head where you perceive somebody as being weak. You can tell that you a boss-ass bitch who's probably going to be a fan fave. And it gets to your head and you start to act a little bit above yourself. And so I am praying that this is a fluke and that at some point Stormy calms the fuck down. Because as annoying as Tiffany is, it did feel like a reach. It did feel like she was trying to get more airtime. It did feel like she slightly overplayed her hand. And I was prepared to be on her side until I watched it. And I was like, ooh, baby, you got me defending the wrong side. So Stormy, you're an amazing person in real life. Sure. You have to make good TV. Sure. But you have to recognize that the real you is so amazing. We don't need this. We don't need you pouncing on her the way they do with Drew on Atlanta or the way they... There's anybody else? No, just Drew. The way they do it, Drew in Atlanta, like you could just leave the girl alone and stop using it because it's coming off slightly, to use the B word, slightly bullyish, lowercase b, not uppercase. Luckily, Tiffany can defend herself. So I think that's why it's not working. So to Tiffany's point, the guy that she served has hands apparently, but I need Stormy to pull it back a little bit.
My bad. I forgot about that. But Stormy was annoying outside when they did that part. Like, it could have been squashed in 2 minutes. I forgot about that point. Yes, that part was very much dragging. Tell me, what did she say? What do you think?
That's the exact moment she lost me. It was the exact moment I was like, oh man, now I got flip flop on the shoulder. Like, yeah, I'm sorry.
That was the maybe trying to get a beef for a through line for the rest of the season or something. I don't know, but yeah, it seemed like that point did feel like the punishment didn't fit the crime. Like I was like, she could have just said, "Hey man, I didn't like when you said that mop thing. Okay, cool. My bad. I won't do it again. Bam. Let's go inside now. We cool?"
When, mind you, she had us all in the palm of her hands when they was trying to figure out the sound during the live.
Amen.
So that's my point. Like, you don't have to try to find it. It just happens naturally, whether it's related to a conflict with another person or not. it's the authenticity of the situation that makes it interesting. And when you're going out of your way to make it a hot conflict or whatever, it lacks entertainment value for me.
Oh man, y'all got me picking Tiffany, child.
Y'all are so.
I know, because like last week's, it was Tiffany was annoying.
Yeah.
But then she did redeem herself with that, which was good. Which was definitely good.
Well, Dustin called it because me and Claudia flipped this week because Stormy overplayed her hand. But Dustin Ben said, you're doing too much. You was right, friend.
How come I'm the only one drinking multiple drinks? Are we only doing certain
First of all, Claudia, you've caught up. I'm on the same drink. That bottle is almost empty.
Why is the bottle empty, Claudia? You
just got the bottle, friend. I'm trying to catch up.
What is that, Moscato?
I guess Blue's not the only one without a gag reflex tonight.
Oh, my God. I'm never living that down. My God, today. Remember me different.
Yes. We love a gag. We love a gag.
Look. Moscato, yes, it doesn't.
Belle Collective Birmingham, the Raindrops. Make sure y'all tune in Fridays at our new time, 8 o'clock, 7 Central. We're at 8 o'clock, 7 Central, Central DVRs. I know it's archaic, but Central DVRs. That's another thing. And we have, this was episode what, 5 or 4?
Already? Was it 4?
No, 4. Episode 4. So so the episode 4. Episode 5 airs this Friday. Another moment I want to get into happened on Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Before we leave, one more thing. I'm so sorry to jump in too, because I just thought about it. Amber's mama. When I tell you, I don't give a fuck what's going on. Amber, I got to sneak. Well, if you had a man, and mama, I need get. Well, if you had a man, mama, they put butter on my brother. Well, if you had a man, maybe they would have picked that up. I was like, her mama just don't give a fuck. We got a new mama on the scene, y'all.
Yep.
And what was her name? Amberline? Was that her name?
Oh,
it was something like Amberline. Seeing that in and of itself, I knew we were in for a treat. And when she got in that car and buckled that seatbelt in a Zodiac sign sweatshirt, okay, and buckled that seatbelt, she was ready for action. So no matter what the fuck, we got a flat tire. Well, if you had a man, I was like, damn. I just wanted to make note of that because I enjoyed that before we moved on. That's all.
No, I love you. Thank you for mentioning that. No, we love Amber's mom. Shout out to Amber's mom. I believe she's watching.
Yes. Hey, well, if you had a man.
If you had a man.
That's what be the name of her book. Well, if you had a man, a memoir.
I buy that book.
Yeah, that's actually a good book.
Shit, so, if I had a man,
as we get into Love and Marriage Huntsville, I mean, look, this scene, I told you guys, Destiny and Tisha, it gets worse. It just was like, it can't get worse than the real estate scene. I'm like,
man, you were right.
It gets worse. Destiny and Tisha, and I want to go on record saying this. Destiny and Tisha, to me, are underrated reality stars in terms of the way they're able to be raw and real in front of the cameras without worrying about how they look. Because, look, Destiny had a very hard time with the fans. Tisha has hard times with the fans, but they still are able to be like, it is what it is. And as Vulture is celebrating a lot of good reality stars who deserve it, as we talk about people who don't get mentioned, I would like to mention Destiny and Tisha.
Mm-hmm.
Not performance, because that sounds like they're acting, but their reality over the weekend. Because whether you're Team Destiny or Team Tisha, I want to go on record saying, watching that scene unfold, you can literally smell the sweat from their forehead in terms of how upset they were with each other. So to bring up what occurred, that Trisha threw a drag party at a restaurant. They're having fun. And then Destiny and Tisha decided to address their issues. Destiny made a comment that set shit off, when Destiny said the only person who does not defend you is your husband. Well. And Dustin, can you please make the face that Trisha made when that comment occurred? So, starting with Blue to Luzma, give your thoughts on Destiny and Tisha. interaction.
Who the hell is Team Tisha? I'm sorry.
Be nice.
Wanda.
Oh, okay. Because sometimes things are great. Sometimes things are very black and white. Okay. Shout out to the MJ movie. Is our good sis allergic to logic?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Shout out to Jafar. Jafar got cake. Did you see when he turned? Sorry. Michael didn't have cheeks like that. Just saying. Go watch the movie. It's very good. But like, am I lying though? Jafar does squats.
I haven't seen it yet. I have to see it.
When he turned around, I said, I've seen Billie Jean. It didn't look like that.
Not yet. I didn't watch it yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a squatting MJ. But anyway, sorry. Back to Tisha's.
Must be from his daddy's side.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Shout out to Jermaine. I don't know who could be Team Tisha. Is whenever she brings up her points, which are not points, they're just throwing things at the wall. She's allergic to logic during this entire conversation. Remember that Rick James skit from Charlie Murphy? Mm-hmm. No, I didn't grind my feet on your couch. Yeah, I grinded my feet on your couch. Like, wait a minute. You just said the lady don't defend you. Now you're saying you didn't say the lady don't defend you. What is it? What is the reason? When I tell you my eyes started to twitch because I was trying to follow along. I wanted so bad to follow along. She made no sense. It was very emotional.
We got Team Tisha. Shout out to Posh Boutique 6806.
What's your credit score, Posh? I'm just saying.
How you Team Tisha? You ain't even spell her name
That's
right.
what I was about to say. Yes. You can't really like her that much.
Team Tisha, yeah, sure.
Hey, y'all, catch up, y'all.
Okay, well, you guys just know I'm slightly judging you. I'm loving you, though. It didn't make any sense. You know what it sounds like? And this is me trying to show empathy. It sounds like when someone who is insecure feels like a friend or someone in their ecosystem is too good for them or better than them. And they think if I was her, I would look down on me. And so they assume that person is looking down on them because they would look down on them. There's an insecurity in what she's asking of Destiny that only comes when you're already predisposed to think women like her always look down on women like me. But in real life, Destiny has your back. In real life, you make no sense. In real life, you call her a whore, but then say she can't point out that you're asking something of her that your own husband doesn't give you. It does not make sense to me. It is very emotional. The logic is thin, if non-existent. I wanted so badly to see her side because I think we did an episode with her, Carlos, where she was lovely to me. So I almost felt bad, but I was like, girl, you lost me. You don't make no damn sense. Your booty hurt that Destiny is fabulous and beautiful and dating other men and having a time of her life and doing things that you can't do. You made different choices. And she's not looking down on you. You're looking down on you and you're projecting like a mother sucker. If you look at projection, it is a picture of Tisha with a big old vein in her neck this entire season. I'm tired. Poor Destiny is doing the Lord's work. Give her a raise. Carlos, there has to be some kind of babysitting tax for when you got to explain that water is wet to your co-star every goddamn episode.
Blue, you are crazy.
Sorry. It's the alcohol. I'm going to stop. But Tisha, stop. Please, just sit down. Who's next?
Claudia Jordan.
I feel like Letitia Scott is jealous that Destiny went from feeling like a tier 2 cast member to tier 1.
She thinks she's cute. Mm-hmm.
And I feel like, when you hear Destiny's filming again, theme with Destiny got the trip to Detroit, to Michigan, all that kind of stuff. I'm telling you, that is how people act. And I feel like Letitia felt like, now that Melody's out the way, I'm going to be the star of the show, me and my husband. And it ain't really working out for her like that. And here comes Destiny being authentic, showing us different layers and levels. And people are like fucking with her now. But they really was treating her like she was a non-union extra before. And now she's becoming number 1 on the call sheet. Seriously, that happens. That is a thing.
You feel me with these scripted analogies? I love it so much.
Non-union extra. Let me tell you something. Number 1 on the call sheet. If it's a Jamie Foxx movie, he's number 1 on the call sheet, and then everybody else is underneath, right? Mm-hmm. So I think Letitia thought she was going to be that. And then it's nothing worse than thinking, okay, the big fish is out the way, so it's my turn now. And now it's not happening. Because I feel like the issue she had is like, why is Destiny supposed to be her protector when, like she said, her own husband is not? Like, why does Destiny have such a high bar for Destiny to clear? And then Kimmy, I feel like, should have shut it down more because she was in the middle of all of that stuff. Kimmy was trying to say, no, well, she wasn't really saying it like that. But I think Kimmy to be like, no, she was not shading you, you know. But I think that Letitia wanted a reason to have beef with Destiny because she thinks, again, reality starts thinking, the more I run my mouth and fight and fuss, the bigger I am on the show.
You look
and
crazy.
Destiny, by being less not really unbothered, but being like, wait, what? Destiny's giving us common sense, and Letitia right now, I'm sorry, is giving us a little delulu. And the fact that she wants old girl to defend her so hard. But you the girl that called me a hoe. I'm not defending shit. I just find that she has a very high standard for her friends or for people in the circle to meet her at, but she's not applying that to herself. Once you call me a hoe on TV, it's a wrap forever. It's forever. Like seriously, for a long time. So I don't know why she expects like all this from Destiny when she's not willing to do it for others, and she talks shit about the same person she wants to have her back.
No, it's a phrase. It's just a phrase. Hoe is just a phrase. I didn't mean it. Isn't that what she said? It's just a phrase. What?
That was crazy. Yeah. I just feel like Letitia really wants to be the star of the show, and I think she just assumed that she was this next in line, and it's not really working out for her like that. And I think she's gonna get more frustrated as the season goes on. Carlos, am I right? Does that happen?
Right, please tell us. I'm tired, Carlos. I'm tired of this lady being mad at herself.
Don't call me a hoe as a figure of speech, and then
no, like the yellow teas. No,
you said what now?
What I will say is, at the reunion, there is an accusation about something Claudia said in her 5-minute diatribe.
Oh, not a diatribe. Listen, y'all. I got liquor, and you gonna get what you get now. Okay.
Is that a new bottle, Claudia? Wait, that's a new bottle, Claudia. Is that a new bottle?
She got the 4-pack
and beef jerky. I'm being white trash right now.
I can't. Claudia.
So I'm gonna be honest. I thought the whole axe to grind over being called a hoe was a bit of a reach, because it ain't like Letitia was like, Destiny's a hoe, she be fucking everybody, or you know what I'm saying, or like it was a slut accusation. She said, Destiny said, oh really, and which box do I put in? Which box do you put me in as a friend? And Letitia was like, don't trust that hoe. That's what it was. So now I'm not telling nobody how to feel about it, because don't call me nothing but my motherfucking name on everything I love. So I'm not telling nobody how to feel about it, but it's not like it was part of a rant or a slew of insults. She was using it in the same way that we've heard them talk to each other over the years that they've been on this show. So I think hitching your wagon to that is a bit of a reach, but again, I ain't tripping, because don't call me nothing but Dustin or Mr. Ross. Second of all, Letitia came in that drag brunch ready for war. She literally had on a leopard print catsuit, skin tight, and she had fire red streaks in her hair that she was throwing from side to side all night. So she was feeling herself in a way that was feral and made her feel like a lioness or a cheetah. You know what I'm saying? Like she was on that type of timing, especially when it came to Destiny. Remember, in that scene, she didn't even want Destiny to hug her. So she was already acting funny style, right? Destiny is winning because she's being 100% authentic and staying 100% present in the moment. Okay, that's the truth. That's why we're on Destiny's side right now. Destiny has not always held that positioning on this show, and it has advanced her to the most liked cast member very quickly, because all she's doing is keeping it real. She's confused as to why Letitia has created this, just attached herself to this feeling that Destiny is not a good friend based on her not checking Nell, which had nothing to do with Destiny. Now it's so bad that Letitia is actually being cordial with Nell despite Destiny. Destiny has had it, so she's maxing out. That's why that's why it's so good to us, because we're watching it happen in real time. We're watching her anger build. We're watching the reasons why, so we're able to determine where this thing is going to go. And Destiny is reacting in a way that we all can relate to, because it's honest. That's why this is working. So shout out to Destiny. May you never hang on another Madani door again, girl, because you have done your damn thing this season, and you did it naturally. And that's what made it so good. The story with her mother and her siblings, natural. honest, raw, brave. That's what made us, that endeared us to her in a way that we have not been endeared to her thus far in this season. And I'm proud of her. She's having a great season. I think a lot of what Claudia said is true. I do think Letitia assumed a positioning on this cast in Melody's absence. I believe that. And I believe that Letitia was surprised at Destiny's prowess as a main cast member because she wasn't expecting Destiny to come out their bag together because they both was playing a game together on Melody. Now they could really get deep, but I ain't even gonna take it there. But that's why she's surprised by Destiny piping up and reacting to her that way, because she thought she understood Destiny's capabilities and she utilized them to her benefit when she could against someone else. But we're talking about the present cast, and Destiny's winning by being honest and authentic, and that's why it's good.
I also think the whole thing, like, I know it can be something that can be looked over, but I just want to offer an opinion or a point. When you're the only single person on a cast and it's like all married couples, you're already looked at like the enemy and you're already assumed to be a whore. So that is definitely a little bit of a trigger. Like, it's a little bit like, I don't care if you're playing or not. Like, it's already assumed. Like, a lot of times with especially these couples down south, they be looking at you like you a harlot, you a hussy, you had to steal that man. Why ain't no one wifed you up? Something must be wrong with you. You a slut from the 90s and you're whatever. So I get why I get it, because it's happened. I can relate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get how she would be like, okay, you may have been saying it like as a throwaway, but no.
But I didn't appreciate that shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 100%. I get it.
I never looked at it that way. That's so interesting.
Yeah, because like you're in couple spaces with like a lot of couples, the unmarried girl is like usually the girl that the husband don't want you to hang out with. You're gonna be around niggas, around her. I'm sorry, I don't want to get demonetized. You're gonna be around single men and whatever, and they're gonna try to corrupt my wife. So, you know, I would hang on to that personally.
I like that you said that, Claudia, because they've already tried to make her seem like a whore, hard whore, are in previous iterations, and it failed because at this point she was being authentic. Shout out to Destiny for shout out to being a Taurus, because we talk about Aries a lot on this show. Shout out to the Aries on this show. Taurus women play the long game. We don't look for trouble, but we'll end it. If you bring it, we'll end it, right? And I think one of the things that makes me upset about this relationship is when you have a friend who only likes it when you're down, but resents you when you're up, but was smiling on your face when you were down. That's some snake shit. That is some snake shit when I have to shrink or be lesser than, and you find me sympathetic when people don't like me, but as soon as anybody thinks I'm decent and the fans like me, suddenly you want to take me out. I don't like that. And I think what's happening with Destiny's confusion is she's like, the thing that you're pretending to be mad about don't make no goddamn sense. You already know that I think Tisha is allergic to logic, right? So it's either you're pro logic or you're pro Tisha, as far as I'm concerned with this. But though, why do you need so badly to be mad at me? And I think we're watching in real time. She's starting to clock. You don't like that I'm okay. There are certain friends who only have your back or who only enjoy you when you're not okay, when they're calling you a hoe, when they're saying you're dating too much, when they're making fun of you for a divorce. But as soon as you become calibrated, they feel away because they only know how to look down on you, not look across at you. I don't think she wanted a peer. I think she wanted somebody to look down at, because she was looked down by Melody before. And she's like, well, in my mind, the power structure is the person on top can look down. The person I'm supposed to be looking down at is looking across at me. How'd you get there? I think the positioning is offending her ego.
I would have fought if I was Destiny.
Oh, hell yeah.
Something in what Blue said also gets brought up at the reunion.
Oh my God. Just send us a
Destiny tried her. When Destiny walked by her at the end, I thought Destiny was going to go sneak her. I thought she was, but she walked by her. That was like a little show of, I'm not tripping on you. I'm not scared of you. I'm going to walk right by you in your cat suit.
And I also think that when Letitia said, when Destiny came back in, right, to check on, to ask where Nell was, when Nell was deeply entrenched in that plate, right?
The best part of the episode.
I'm talking about that plate had a magnet in it, and Nell had one in her face, like, you know. But anyway, but when Destiny walked back in, and Letitia was like, "You ain't have to bring my husband up," and Destiny was like, "Shut the fuck up," you know what I'm saying? Because she was so mad, and Letitia, who was still playing TV games, started walking up. Oh, you cussing at me? Oh, you cussing at me? That's why Kimmy got up the way she did. Kimmy was like, Destiny, basically Kimmy's actions represented the thought that Destiny is for real and you playing a game in this scene right now. Let me intervene before this thing gets off the rails. And Letitia wasn't receiving that. Don't grab me like that, Kimmy. And Kimmy was like, no, I will grab you like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was why, because Destiny was 100% motherfucking dead ass serious during that interaction, and that's why it was so good. Bravo to everybody involved. Great scene. And that's why wasn't Love and Marriage Huntsville just awarded recently?
Yeah.
Best, yeah. I don't
best
remember.
Recurring cast.
Best recurring cast. What awards was that, Carlos? Do we know?
Oh my gosh.
But shout out to whoever it was for the recognition,
Yes.
because it was very well deserved. This cast is seasoned and they know what they're doing. And Destiny is the best proof of that. Can't believe I'm saying that, but it's the truth. And we always want to tell the truth. Destiny is the best representation of that because we've witnessed an evolution here.
A real one.
Okay. She ain't hanging off that door at Madani no more. Okay. She's running shit. And we love to see it because it's honest and well deserved.
Yeah.
I think Destiny was down to fight, and I think Letitia was down to run her mouth and talk shit.
Me too, friend.
Amen.
It seemed like Destiny was like, touch me. Because she even, when you graze by someone and you get in this space, that is you try to assert dominance and say, I'm not afraid of you. I'm going to walk right by you and have my back to you.
Me too. That's why I hit people first when shit like that happens.
Oh, that's
bitch, you know exactly what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing, and you're doing that to test me. And so I'm about to take the test. That's why I always swing first in situations like that. I will lay your motherfucking ass out.
Right for the job.
Because you're doing it on purpose.
Yep,
you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like.
Don't try in Aries too, because we like to fight. We are the gods of war.
Anyway,
quite literally, yeah.
Mars, we got a lot of Mars up in us. That's
they saved that girl's life. I'm just saying, her life was saved so many times in that episode in ways that she did not realize.
Can I ask y'all a question? This is a very serious question. I really need to know. Why am I the only one drunk? And I started way after y'all.
You got a whole bottle and a half, Claudia. And who says you're the only one?
Claudia, you know that Sutter Home Moscato will take you there faster. That's college shit.
Take me through that. Take me through that.
That's gonna get you there.
Take me through that. Take me through that.
I was trying to find the name of the awards, but I can't find it right now. But if it comes to me, I'll let you guys know. But yes, they won Best Recurring Cast. And look, the Love and Marriage Huntsman cast, I love them so much. They always deliver amazing television. Like you all said, shout out to Destiny and Tisha, the entire cast. It was an amazing episode. Shout out to Nell, her chicken, Kimmy for trying to simmer down the situation, and Trisha for making reactions and setting the stage. So listen, there's only a few episodes left before our reunion comes up. And the beautiful thing about the reunion is a lot of this dialogue actually gets brought up where one person
do they fight?
Right.
What's Trisha's friend name? What's Trisha's friend's name, Carlos? Sharon to the front. First of all, Sharon is moving this story along in a way that I don't even think she understands that she's doing. Shout out to the American Reality Television Awards, and shout out to give it up for the cast of Love and Marriage Huntsville, the creator of motherfucking Love and Marriage Huntsville. Shout out to y'all. Congratulations, Carlos. That's a big deal, man.
It is.
Carlos, do they all do their own makeup?
Oop, Claudia.
Blue, you know.
That's a good question. I honestly, I'm being very honest. I want to say no. I want to say no.
Carlos, you can tell by looking. You can tell.
One cast member's face was not matching her neck. I'm not gonna put anyone on blast.
You just go like this, blend it. Just blend it.
This was like it was. I felt bad. I wanted to like just call you and be like, "Can you please give a budget for that?"
First of all, I'm not doing this with you.
I'm not putting anyone on blast, and I'm not gonna
reality show, and we'll get to Real Housewives of Atlanta next.
on Atlanta, we had to do our own for the scenes, but then on the you have provided the best of the best.
And that's the way it works. But I also know that the girls take it upon themselves to hire glam. That's why I was like, I don't know if they hire professional makeup artists.
In the words of Donald Trump, you're fired.
Love and Marriage Huntsville, 8 o'clock, 7 Central, every Saturday on the Oprah Winfrey Network.
Who knows?
Before we get into the Real Housewives of Atlanta recap, we have to do a round of applause to Angel Massie, formerly of the Real Housewives of Potomac, who has a new show. My screen may go frozen because I have to read the contents of this announcement. So if I'm frozen, bear with
Do you
it.
have to?
Yes, I do. Okay. The show is called House of Ease, which is a show about home healing culture and the way we create a sense of a place. Angel Massie announced that she is so happy to Homeworthy for trusting her vision and bringing the show to life, in addition to Color Creative, which is Issa Rae's company. And the show is called House of Ease, and it will be available on Homeworthy. Dustin Ross, you were tagged along with me and the crew since this was announced yesterday because you told Claudia Blue and I that you wanted to see a show.
This is your fault. This your fault, friend.
So
they owe you money, Dustin.
I would like for you to do the honors. First of all, I want to say Angel Massie, congratulations. But Dustin Ross, you wanted this type of show, and it has arrived. What are your thoughts?
Ooh,
in your Angel Massie voice?
Trying to put my hand in my pocket like she had. Much like, was that little Boosie's daughter or Thug's daughter that got out of jail? When he got out of jail, she was like, I told y'all niggas. I told y'all niggas. Yes. I told y'all niggas. I told y'all. Number one, Angel never worked on an ensemble cast because she doesn't have the personality that it requires for that formula, right? Boom. Not a strike against her. I was clear about that from day one in my commentary on her. There were other things that were for her. And just like I said, she then landed over on Homeworthy. Now, this is not the show that I envisioned for her, but it's a show that works for her nonetheless. That's a Black woman working with a beautiful Black family. Good for her. Good for Angel. My commentary on her was connected to her performance on Housewives. Y'all know one thing about D. Ross. I ain't no motherfucking hater, you know what I'm saying, at all. And I believe it's a place for everybody. It never was personal for me, so I don't want to see her fail. I'm happy that Black woman got a job on television that's gonna make her happy, and they don't involve nobody else to get on her nerves because the show is about ease. And so she find that and may she keep that. Good for you, Angel. Yes. All
right.
You watching, Claudia? You watching Blue? Y'all watching the show Homeworthy?
Okay. Honestly,
y'all gonna support the way y'all just talked all that shit about Love and Hip Hop ending. Y'all gonna support Angel show on Homeworthy. Y'all gonna watch?
Okay. First of all, what is Homeworthy? But I'll find it because I struggle with sleeping. So it's hard for me.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Well, Cardi B say that melatonin flow putting us to bed.
So I have ADHD, so sometimes I have to take a small dose of Adderall. But then when you take Adderall, especially the slow releasing, I find myself, it doesn't like early in the day, I'm like still tired. And then 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, then I am struggling. I'm up wide awake, sending y'all memes at all hours. So again, we cannot be hypocrites here. And Dustin, thank you for putting us on blast like that. We cannot. So I want her to have the job. I think that she would be great. I think this will be great to help in sleep aid people with ADHD, people that are just have trouble getting to sleep, because she has a very soothing voice. Yeah. She definitely has a really soothing voice where when I was watching the promo, I think it was 1 minute long. I didn't really do a good job of my makeup because I fell asleep doing my makeup when I was listening to it. So, but I'm happy for her because she does not belong on Potomac, but there's a place for everyone. And I'm happy for ER. I mean, I'm happy for Angel. I am. I think I'm glad because they were putting her through it on that show, and it wasn't fun to see her getting bullied. So I think that's good for her. And it's like all that HGTV stuff that's like, oh, I'm going to make a we're gonna crochet.
I like all that. I watched that, so yeah. I'm happy. You know,
of course, that's cute. Good for her. Listen, less stressful. She doesn't have to buy that house in Maryland or Potomac like they were talking about getting. She can stay in Colorado, and that bomb ass house she got. It's a win-win situation. I kind of want her to come back though, honestly.
Oh, girl.
Blue Talusma, are you watching, supporting? What are your thoughts on the new show that Angel Massie is on?
Sure.
Blue.
Sure.
Oh, we got another hater in the chat. I have to go off one in a second.
Oh no, I'm so scared for you. Run. Look, good for her. And yeah, good for her. The thing about Angel is I think Mercurial Mountain was a better idea. I really wish that we had gotten Mercurial Mountain. I think Justin's idea. See, I just called you Justin for the first time. It's been 4 months. This is how hard it's to lie.
Third album, that's a different me. So I get it. You know?
Colorado.
No, honestly, I won't be watching. However, good for her. There's a lot of things that I wish that I won't be watching. I do watch all the home shows, but to Claudia's point, here's the thing: if the promo was entertaining, I actually would have watched.
The promo was low energy.
Yeah, I got tired watching the promo. It felt like charity, like, feed the kids for 25 cents. You too can help an angel stay relevant.
They should recut it with more like they need to get like the Erica Kirk fireworks. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it was just like
please don't get me started on her motherfucking
crazy eyes.
Don't get me started on her. I'm gonna try to be good tonight.
Yeah, I mean, she's not Erica Kirk, so I'll say that. Angel is not Erica Kirk, so look at that, something positive. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. And also,
cavity looking ass. She looked like she was in Cats.
Oh my gosh, she did.
Every time you see her, she looked like she was McCavity. You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
Here's the thing. I like entertainment. I will hate watch things that are entertaining. I don't find her entertaining. So this is not about me not liking her.
Yeah, which is a fair take. Very fair. Yeah, both of y'all's takes are fair.
Shut up, Bianca.
People who I don't like who are entertaining get my time. You're boring and I don't like you. So you have to pick a loss. Like, you can't lose twice with me, right? So I'm not the audience for this because I like, to be expanded. Justin manifested this for Angel. He did. I still think you owe him a fruit basket, a check, something, because I don't think you'd have this without him.
Maybe Dustin can guest host on the show with her and he can do an episode with her.
You think I wouldn't slide my hand in my pocket and tip my hat to make amends? I sure would, because it was never personal. I always wanted her to have success. She just got on my fucking nerves on the show saying shit like Mercurial, So like, yeah, but there was another space for her. Again, I'll say it again. Black family, rich as fuck, out in Colorado, running that outfitter. That can be interesting if you put the right people on the property. Okay. That's a show. But if this show works for her, good, great. Another Black person taking up space on Homeworthy. We just got through talking about how the Ellison family, y'all know what time it is. And you know why this is bigger than just a bunch of bullshit to scoff at. And again, I personally feel like us trashing another opportunity for her is so hypocritical, because our critique of her was, and I can speak for all of us on this panel, our critique of her was rooted in what we saw of her on Housewives. That's it. That's where it started and stopped. It wasn't about us not wanting to see this woman have any success in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't what the set was. It was about, she's not interested on Housewives of Potomac. Do something else.
It was her performance on a reality
else. So let her do something else. I'm happy for her. Good for her and her family.
I wish she was just interesting. Honestly, I think for me, the minute Angel becomes interesting, I will come here and eat crow. I'm just waiting still.
Well, it will be on Homeworthy very soon, and we
also
will.
I was right.
And listen,
is it an app I have to download? Is Homeworthy?
It's YouTube.
It's on YouTube, and what we'll do to support Angel, we will recap the first episode.
Oh, I quit.
Like, who's recapping the first episode?
My contract. Right, effective right now.
I'm here for reality.
Raindrops.
I'm gonna fall asleep. I don't have an attention span.
I have ADHD. I'm medicated.
It's only 30. I'm pretty sure it's a 30-minute episode. So
I couldn't watch any more
promo, Carlos. I couldn't watch the 60-second promo.
I can barely keep up right now. Y'all added Birmingham, Love and Marriage, Huntsville, Belle, Real Housewives. Real Housewives of Atlanta. You're killing me, Larry.
Dustin should do it. I think Dustin should be tribute. I think Dustin should review.
Dustin can do a standalone piece.
I'll do it. I'm down. I volunteer myself. I will definitely do it. I'll do it.
The raindrops that we're revolting right now.
We're revolting. We're about to strike.
I want to see the comments. Lula, can you bring the comments? Raindrops. Let me know if you would like for the Monday Night Live crew to recap the first episode of Angel Massey's show. Not called
Yep.
I ain't signed up for this.
Okay, fine. It's a bad economy.
Not next topic. Oh, you guys are.
Who said next time?
God said next topic.
Now that's messed up because she said her name was Kazra Music or something. That means she do music. What if we skipped your song? You know what I'm saying?
Justin.
See how it
They
works?
wanna
It can
watch
get real
Justin.
tricky around
Okay,
here.
you know what? I'm not gonna be a hypocrite.
No,
we have to support Black women. So if you want us to review the show, then God damn it, we're gonna review the show, and we're gonna do a damn good job of it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. All right.
Asked.
So Raindrops, we'll get back to you with our recap of the first episode because we are going to support this show. Now, one thing we are going to support is this incredible episode of the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Finally.
The ladies are in Dallas, and it was giving a dynasty theme. Shout out to one of the best staple friend of Cynthia Bailey.
Hell yeah.
She opened up the episode with Adrian Malouf.
Yeah.
Okay. Who is
the
Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And look, Cynthia is a part of a tequila line that Adrian Malouf, I believe, part owns, if not 100% owns it. And there is something happening in Dallas where Cynthia has decided to invite the girls. So, kicking things off, the girls are on a PJ, okay? And they're all looking fabulous. And in this moment, we're learning more about the dynamic between the ladies. I want to kick things off with your thoughts, Blue, when it comes to the K. Michelle, Drew Black of it all, because as Drew was informing Portia about her date with Black, Drew looked at K. Michelle and said, "You know him, that's your friend." And K. Michelle said, "I don't know that man." And then they flashed back to K. Michelle telling Portia that Black was in her DMs that she never responded to. Is K. Michelle accurate? Because just because somebody is in your DMs, does that mean you actually know them?
Well, for the non-Black viewers who are watching, when a Black person says, your little friend, that's not your friend. That's not how we use it when we say your friend. So if somebody you can't stand or somebody you don't know or somebody who I think are questionable, like, they go your friend, that's not your friend. I think I'm going to throw Drew some bail where she might have overspoke because Drew's just a provocateur naturally. I think she's just naturally a provocative girl. But K. Michelle, for me, this entire episode, and we'll get more into it later on in the episode, she seemed off her game. Like, I felt like she felt nervous. She had never been on a girl trip before, and I think her nerves got the best of her. I also think that there's a familiarity. Drew can be overfamiliar sometimes, and K. Michelle is very cautious. That's a very bad combination. So I can already see why they're not a good duo. I do think the whole Black thing was overstated, though. You were being friendly. She overstated the relationship. You could have just left it like, girl, that's not my friend. He just was in my DM. You know what I mean? Like, you could have made it whatever. But that was the first time I was like, ooh, I don't think K. Michelle's here to have fun. Like, I'm worried that she's not here to kiki with the girls. And I think Pinky also talking about her bankruptcy, which I've already been on the record and said, I love that Pinky is so honest about her business and her acumen. And even, oh my God, I forgot the young lady's name. The girl who wants to sell peaches with no peaches. Huh? Not Kelly.
Shamia.
Yes. Peaches with no peaches. That's going to work. Even she was like, oh, listen to all these girls talk about bankruptcy. I'm starting to feel like maybe I should have some business acumen. I think the PJ conversation was very intimate and very like soul bearing in a way that K. Michelle was not prepared for. And that comment from Drew just showed how skittish she was. But I don't think that Drew did anything that warranted her being so, she could have just laughed it off. I'm actually team Drew on this, even though Drew misspoke.
Claudia.
Let me tell you about Black. Everybody know Black. I've talked to Black, okay? And we did not date. He was very much pushing that hookah line, which is so dope. I love, first of all, Black smoke, those little hookah things, bomb.
Oh, I have those. He's behind Black Smoke.
That's his company.
That's his.
Oh
That's
shit!
his brand.
Apparently, I know Black. Oh shit! Okay.
We all done sucked on Little Black Smoke. Okay. Doesn't mean anything. I think that when he was getting his business up and running during COVID, he was reaching out to a lot of personalities, people that are very, that have followers on social media, and being with someone like Black is kind of like being with a club promoter. They have everyone's numbers. They send you product. They trying to push a product, and it was very successful. Him and Tamar Braxton are really good friends. Like, she's posted photos in front of his bomb ass place in LA. He got bread. I do think.
May I ask,
Please.
What does he do for a living?
What
does he do for a living?
So he owns a company which is like a portable hookah. It's like a battery powered hookah that's like, it's like in a black and white packaging. It's called Black Smoke. Okay. And it's way more healthy for you. It's not nicotine.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes great. It tastes really good.
Really good. Like, if it says peach, it's gonna taste like peach.
And wildly successful. He's made millions and millions and millions of dollars selling it. He set records. Think like how Stormy has had the success with Canvas Beauty. It mimics that. His success with Black Smoke mimics that.
I didn't know that was him, Claudia. Oh my God.
Yeah, so that's his company. So I could see him getting in K Michelle's DMs. I don't think there was a big deal about it, though. I could see that. What was your question outside of that?
No. So it was really just that, just in terms of the dynamic between Drew and K Michelle, because spoiler alert, just based on what we've seen in interviews, Drew and K Michelle get into it. And from my understanding, this was the start of it. Mm-hmm. And there's more to come when it comes to Black, K Michelle, and Drew.
So during when they came to Dallas, both Cynthia and Drew hit me up, and Drew wanted me to come by and do some stuff. But I was working on one of my Tubi films, shots of Black directors in LA when it was going down, and I couldn't make it back. But Drew did hit me and said that she without telling me what went down, because she just said it got real crazy. Like, it got really, really, really bad in Dallas. So apparently whatever we're gonna see next week is gonna be 10 times worse than what it was. Like, this was just like nothing compared to what happened. But I just hate it because I feel like Drew was an easy target. I really do. I do. Like, I don't know. Drew don't bother me like that. And it's not because I'm friends, I'm cool with her, whatever. I don't talk to Drew like that. Like, honestly, our relationship is not like that. But I just feel like there's a lot worse things you could be on that show than Drew Sidor.
Dustin?
Yeah, so fuck this scene. Let's have the K Michelle conversation, right? Because I think that this scene speaks to that, which is the bigger conversation that needs to be had. K Michelle is struggling in connecting with the cast when it's not about her. When they're having conversations and she's talking about her country music career, that she shines when she's talking about that, when she's talking about her health challenges and the things that she's faced based on like the butt injections and all that stuff. It's gripping and it's interesting because it's raw and it's real, but it's also about her. We've seen her shine in conflict during her Love and Hip Hop days. We see her on Twitter raising hell, so we know that she thrives in conflict. Where she's struggling is connecting and just finding comfort being a member of the ensemble cast on a show like this, where it's not conflict driven as blatantly as it is on a show like what she may have previously been on. And so you can see it in her fashion choices. She had on a beautiful red and white, striped shirt and khakis, and really calm hair choices and stuff. Like, you can tell she's trying to find her place in this slower paced environment, but there's challenges there that are surfacing that make her withdrawn, so to speak. What wasn't she comfortable coming to dinner just a few steps away without going through Full Glam again after she had gone through Full Glam for the travel to the destination, right? Why was she not comfortable even showing up in Full Glam? I think it speaks to a bigger issue, which is her finding comfort on this cast. And maybe it's not a good thing, maybe it's not a bad thing. We really have yet to see. It's something we'll only be able to tell with time, but there's an issue there. And I don't want it to be rooted in narcissism. right? That's my fear. I don't want to look at it as K. Michelle's a narcissist and she's only, you know, happy in scenes where it's about her and thriving and the conversation is about her. I don't believe that that's what it is, right? But it's a very easy to assume that when she pipes up the minute you talk about something that she is the center of. But I don't think it's that. I don't think it's narcissism. I think it's rooted in her just not being comfortable. It's no secret that she didn't have the best relationships with her cast members in previous situations she was in. And that's not just relative to her experience on Love and Hip Hop, even on her solo show. K. Michelle, her solo show on VH1, she was in conflict with the cast members. She found out one of her day one people was stealing from her. She was in conflict with a woman that she was dating on and off on a show. Like, it was rooted in conflict. So I want to see K. Michelle just take a deep breath, maybe go over out to Angel Massey's. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I want to see her find some peace, some wellness, take a deep breath, and then join the cast from that perspective, where we can really find out who K. Michelle is outside of the rah-rah shit and outside of the lights of the big stage. So that's my piece.
It does feel like she has two speeds, right?
Yeah.
High and off, and like nothing in the middle. And I know I have gone on the record saying I think she's gonna be the star of the show. We're gonna have to see some pivoting from this week, because I agree with you, Dustin. I did feel like she was uncomfortable in certain scenes. And, you know, I think sometimes people come on a show like that when they have like they're successful in other areas. They come in like maybe people are gassing them like, yo, you about to run this shit. You about to be the new Nene Leakes on the show. Maybe she felt that way. Who knows? I don't know. But I do feel like I didn't like this episode that much for her as like I liked last week.
I don't think it's so. I love that Dustin said that he doesn't want to assume it's narcissism. What I'm picking from is something else. I picked up fear. I think she's a fear of intimacy. I don't think it's narcissism or them gassing her up. I think that she started off, and I'll never forget this. We talked about the first episode, right? And how she didn't really get a proper package and everything. But one of the first things that she started off with is the women in Atlanta have treated me horribly. She chose to make that her intro. The women in Atlanta have treated me horribly. As someone who has not prospered in certain cliquey environments, shout out to DC. When you have pain around how certain cliques of women treat you, you are almost scared to be intimate with them because you're scared of being made fool of again. And I think that what I saw is that private jet conversation got very intimate. Finances as Black women on a television show is a very intimate topic. Every time it is not about her and her pain, trauma, like you were mentioning, Dustin, and though they're being intimate and vulnerable, that seems to be the trigger that shuts her down. She can't do intimacy with women right now. And we've seen her in so many shows that explain that trigger. So it's not to throw her Belle. It's just to say, I don't think it's sinister or narcissistic. I think that she doesn't even know how to be intimate with women anymore. I think groups of women, she doesn't trust it instinctively because she's been stolen from, she's been lied to, she's been despaired, she's been called a whore, all types of things. So when she sees that Portia and Pinky, even when Pinky and Angela had their argument, but they were able to, we'll talk about that later, able to squash it and move it on, I don't think she's ever been allowed to do that dance with women and have a nasty moment and come on the other side. And so that intimacy that the Atlanta girls have that we don't give them credit for. Because these girls will argue and fight, and then we'll see them at brunch off season, right? I don't think she's built for the intimacy of Atlanta, and I think she underestimated how much they are real with each other off screen and intimate with each other even on screen.
Well, let's get into that. Because one thing that, and listen, we can jump around this episode too, because listen, they get to the house in Dallas and, you know, Cynthia is showing them the rooms and Cynthia sits them down and they have a conversation about the room. At the end of the day, Cynthia gave the pool house to Shamia and Kelly. Okay. Now, I just want to set where we are chronologically in the episode, because I want to stay on K. Michelle so that it doesn't seem like we're going back and forth on it. One of the things that I want to talk to you guys about was K. Michelle did not want to go to the dinner because she didn't have lamb. And the reason why I want to just stick there with the K. Michelle topic is because with all the stuff you guys are saying, do you feel like that notion of I don't go anywhere without my hair and makeup, and I'll start with you, Blue, do you think K. Michelle's choice of not going to a dinner to where these girls get down. Listen, the Atlanta girls, the Atlanta housewives, their dinners are, and Claudia knows this being a part of the show, full beat, eyelashes, lace front down, sometime a different wig. So if I'm new to this show and I know these are some bad bitches, right? Did her reluctance going to the dinner without glam to you feel like that had a lot to do with how she is trying to find her way with these set of girls opposed to her experience on Love and Hip Hop?
Yeah, because up until we had this conversation, I was confused because Dustin said earlier, you had glam to get on the jet, girl. Your lashes are still on. What's the problem? But then there was a moment where she got quiet and she said, I can't even do I don't even straighten my own hair. I don't do my own lip. I don't do anything. And this is the thing that women, and Claudia can attest to this. When a woman feels off kilter, glam can be an armor for us. Glam can very much be an armor for us where, what did Rihanna say? You might out whatever me, but you can't outdress me. You know what I mean? Glam is an armor for women. And I can't see someone like K. Michelle, who her manipulating her appearance, making herself a gorgeous, she's a beautiful woman, right? But she is known to manipulate her appearance in order to be strong and to feel confident. And she's talked about how sometimes that can be her downfall. If you're in a space where everybody's being super intimate and you feel off kilter, and now they're getting their face beat to the gods in a fresh wig and fresh lashes and X, Y, and Z. Now I feel like I'm sweaty from the PJ. I don't want to get intimate with these girls, and I don't look fabulous enough to sit there and not say anything like a Phaedra does all the time. I do think that now that I'm thinking about it, it didn't make sense in the moment, but I do think that not having the glam thing was another hint that this is an intimacy issue. I think this trip, if it devolves, the more intimate the girl, and you guys, we can do a drinking game. The more intimate the girls become, I see K. Michelle shutting down more and more. Or being activated, to Dustin's point. It's either you're shutting off or you're activated. Because Claudia said there's only two buttons. I'm either active or I'm off. I don't think she knows how to do that space in between.
I just want her to get out of her head about it.
She's in her head.
I do. I just want her to get out of her head about thinking that these women are like this and over here, so they're from this and that. Just be yourself and just come into this thing just raw and just 100% you. I'm not talking about the glam because that I respect that. Like people want to be presented in a way where they feel their best representing themselves and are confident, and that gets deep. So I respect that. Like get your glam, but like stop acting like this is just so dare. Like I don't know. You only get so much, for me speaking for myself as a viewer, right? You only get so many episodes of that excusing your withdrawn behavior. After a while, you got to suck it up. You're a professional. You know what show you on. Get in the game with these women and really start engaging. Show us your funny personality. Laugh. Like say something other than safe sex and paychecks. I'm tired of hearing that tagline. Like just get in there and start being yourself and let the viewers and these women get to know you in a way that will serve you, as opposed to being withdrawn, waiting on because it looked like you're sitting back waiting on a conflict so you can pop off and do your thing. You know what I'm saying? And again, shout out to your incredible interview with Portia, Carlos, where Portia said, I think that K. Michelle is going to look back at this situation and feel like she didn't play this first season correctly. I feel like she's sitting back waiting on a motherfucking moment to pop off or go off on somebody. I feel like the fight with Drew was an easy, lazy play, low-hanging fruit. And I feel like it just speaks to her. And she's already said she's sitting back she said this in her interviews that she's done on her press runs for Real Housewives of Atlanta season 17, how she was really observant this season. She sat back and just watched how everybody was moving and watch what was going on. And you can tell that while she was watching whatever was going on, she was waiting on her opportunity to jump in the ropes, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like she's only saw a window of opportunity to do that through conflict with another cast member. When K. Michelle is so funny, that's what we love about her, because in her verbal combat with these other people in her past, humor has been a big strength, a big tool in her toolkit, right? So we want to see her be funny. We don't have to see her fight with people. And I wish she would just find the middle ground and just show up as that and stop sitting back waiting, because it appears that it hurt her withdrawn positioning in this show, right, can be perceived different ways that I don't think is fair to her, because I don't think it's rooted in some of the ways that it can be perceived. Do you think you're better than them? Are you narcissistic? Do you only want to talk on this about you? You know, are you only conflict centered and driven? I think it's a lot of ways we could take that so that we could be wrong in. So I just want to give her a fair shot. And I don't think that she's contributing to that with her behavior.
And this ain't the first time she withdrew herself from a dinner, because she did the same thing at Portia's house, right? So you either are that bitch or you're not that bitch, okay? So if you want to go on here like, I'm above these girls, I'm on the country music charts, I'm this, I'm that, and the third, which you are, yo, it should be okay. If I'm that girl with these accolades, I can show up to a scene with no makeup on, no lashes, bob tucked under or not. It should not matter. Like, you should be.
What's wrong with the bob?
Nothing. Nothing.
What is better than a hard hat? Go ahead, Claudia.
Hair hat. So yeah, like I feel like I get confused a little bit by her, because it's like, on one hand, you're like looking down on people because of your accolades, which you do have many, but then you're also insecure about showing up to a scene at a dinner with the girls without full glam, but you just did a scene with Kelly and Shamia without the same glam. So I don't know what that's about. I do know that on these shows, I mean, listen, the women are held under such unrealistic expectations. You know what I mean? Like, you can't have one bad hair day where it's going to be a meme 15, 14, 12, 13, 12 years later. Okay. They do that. That is true. But I guess and I also do think Kim Michelle feels like she's still in love and hip hop. She's extra defensive. She's extra sensitive. And that was a very hostile environment, even though we said we didn't want the show canceled. It is what, let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah,
it was very hostile for her. And she was, I have to say this, very hostile towards others. Hitting the house in the face with some flowers was not cool. So I think.
Did you ever ask Mimi why she ain't fuck her up when she did that?
Man, I'd be like, Mimi.
I did. She said that. So Claudia knows Mimi obviously more intimate than I do, but to know Mimi is to know, like Dustin, remember when Jocelyn threw the drink at her face? And she just, it was like, so Mimi, Mimi has to give a fuck about you in order for it to come out. Like when she bit Stevie J's ear, right? It's because that's the father of her kid, and she felt embarrassed and whatever. So when it came to Kim Michelle, that moment, Claudia, tell me I got this wrong. Mimi only pops off if she gives a fuck, and Mimi doesn't give a fuck about a lot of people.
I get it. You hit me with flowers, that's your ass. I was hurt, thorns and shit, them heavy leaves, and I'm, my allergies bad anyway. So plants and shit hit me in the eye. I'm finna kick your ass.
Mimi,
you know what I'm saying?
Should have responded differently. I told her, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Why would you not? Like, she should have done that. Just like I should have smacked Jennifer Williams in the face when she. My biggest regret on reality TV should have happened. And with Mimi, she should have done something in that moment because she had every right to. She would have been justified. The audience would have forgiven her. They'd be like, oh, I get it. You ain't hit me in the face, no goddamn roses.
Hell, fuck no.
Claudia.
Jennifer Williams catching a stray is wild. I love this show.
Man, fuck her.
Okay, so
Jennifer Williams got disrespected for years on Basketball Wives because she let that girl walk around that table on her. I don't remember what season it was, but I just tweeted about it earlier today. She should have beat that girl's ass that year that the girl that said that she was, or the 2-bedroom apartment or whatever, which what's wrong with a 2-bedroom apartment in Harlem? What's wrong with a Bob? Nothing. But Jennifer Williams letting that shit slide, letting that disrespect slide led to years of relentless disrespect on Basketball Wives. She should have whooped that girl ass in that scene.
She should have. I think that would have been good for her, and then moving forward, it made her less obnoxious. I think that would have been good. Hey! Y'all told me to go get a drink, and I did, and then I drank, and now you gonna get.
I want to go get another one. Honestly, I really want to like this clip.
No, I don't stop people.
Why can't I share my truth? I never said this before. I've been holding on to this since 2015. When you put me on the next 15, had these bitches traumatize me. I understand. That's what I'm saying.
I allowed you to speak. I was just going to transition
Okay, I'm gonna
into
shut up now.
the next topic, which is
Thank you.
Shamia and Kelly.
Okay. What about them? Because I have comments.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with you, Dustin. So
Mhm.
Cynthia gave Shamia and Kelly the pool house. Shamia said there was a stain on her bed. She called her husband Gerald. Gerald gave very much girl bye and hung up the phone. I got Gerald is not into it. Kelly calls Frick and Frack whack. Pinky got the tiny house. Dustin, starting with you, what do you think about Shamia and Kelly behavior when it came to their room assignment?
I think they dragged it. I do. No, I'm the person who I'm not going for no dirty accommodations whatsoever. So I feel you on that. And that is not, it ain't like Cynthia made the damn bed. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like she chose the dirty sheets. That is a fact. Like if the room was not up to the cleanliness standard that anyone would expect, right? Then that is normal and understandable. But what you're not going to do is now feel like this is your portal into poking at Cynthia. Cynthia is not a person who is looking for conflict on that show. She will get in there and do what she has to do, but she would much rather get along, and we all know that. So, and y'all could point those, and by y'all I mean Shamia and Kelly, they could have pointed those fingers of we're looking for a conflict party at a lot of other people on the cast, not Cynthia. She's a friend of, she's hosting the show, the trip, let her do that, right? I'm going to give Kelly a pass for this trip because when she talked at the pool, when she was poolside with Shamia and K. Michelle and that Jack Daniels bottle, she literally said how she was in the throes of what was going on with her ex-husband. And he had just like set up a literal protest, which I remember seeing in the media during that time with picket signs with their children's faces and shit. That actually happened. And that kind of goes beyond the catty shit on the show. So I'm gonna give Kelly a little bit of a pass for her attitude during that time. But they both, Kelly and Shamia, could be so interesting in their own right, without looking to be the sourpuss of the group together. That's what it feels like. It feels like they are Debbie Downers on the cast, and Kelly has so much personal story right now during this time. We should see her. Where are the scenes with Randy Kessler in the law firm? Where are the scenes of you sitting down at a picnic table with your great aunt or your grandmama or your mama or whoever crying, talking about what's going on? Where are the scenes where you're on your cell phone with the ex-husband hollering because he won't film with y'all, but we still get to see you in the throes of that so that we're attached to that part of your story and we don't have to be dependent on you attaching yourself to whatever little petty, whatever shit is going on amongst the cast for yourself to be relevant on the show. You know, I would love to lean into Kelly's personal story. Shamia is a different case. Let Shamia just be rich and happy. That's it. And show your ties that bind with the cast that go years back. Be that person. Shamia should really, instead of trying to argue with Cynthia, she needs to be studying Cynthia because that's the role that Shamia needs to try to play amongst this cast. Okay, that's where she could see success, which we as evidenced in season 16, episodes 1 and 2, right? When Shamia was presiding, had all the ladies upstairs in that room in her house, she said Portia and Drew down to talk it out amongst the cast. That's the version of Shamia that works in this cast. The rest of this shit, I don't know how it's gonna turn out.
I normally let you guys go first before I step in, but I don't want to lose my thought. I had an aha moment, Dustin, what you said, because that is who she was in the beginning of season 16. I forgot that she was the one, and I'm talking about Shamia. Shamia introduced us to Britt Edie and to Kelly, and they had that scene at the restaurant, and she was the one that literally had the graphic that they had in post-production where she connected the dots, like this person knows that person, and I know this person. And we were like, well, damn, bitch, are these all your friends?
We've been sleeping. Yeah.
So to your point, I never thought about that. It's interesting because unfortunately, that's not going to happen this season based on my interview with Portia, where Portia, by the way, thank you for watching it, is doing very well.
It was great.
It went viral, pal.
Thank you. It was a good
Shout out
interview.
to Louis and Vuitton. Do your thing, 20 year old. Show the people.
Go on my Instagram if you want to do good. So what is interesting though is Portia did say that Shamia did something so low down and unwarranted that she won't ever speak to her again. That is that bad. They can work in the same place, but she won't speak. And I believe Angela Oakley and some other people during the press run said that Shamia pretty much is the villain this season. So when you talk about Shamia, what's so interesting is, and I even said this to Portia, no one's talking about the fact that we have yet to see, this is what, the fifth episode, we have yet to see Portia and Shamia interact.
Mm-hmm.
And they've known each other since they were 14 years old. So I know what's to come later, right? Later. I'm still struggling with what is going on to where you ladies are the same house and you guys won't even speak to each other. And I am intrigued with the idea that what made Shamia the fan favorite at the top of the season last season is what Dustin said, and that is she connected the dots and she appeared to be the Cynthia Bailey of the group. But starting with you, Blue, do you think Shamia's rise is tumbling a little bit because of her association with Kelly, and then seeing how she refused to go to the dinner that veteran Cynthia Bailey, was hosting at this home on the trip?
I think that sometimes when people bond over disdain or envy towards a big fish, they overestimate how compelling they are joining forces. And I think that Shamia being the fan favorite last year, with Kelly being the one who got her first lick in when she said, "So why'd you take that lady's husband?"
Yeah.
I think when Portia and Shamia fell out, whether it's conscious or subconscious, I can only speculate. I think that Kelly thought me taking Portia's bestie, the BFF in the pilot, I'm still not over that. That BFF thing messed with my spirit. It irked my spirit. It felt like a bad omen, right? I think they thought that they were going to be the new freaking frack. I think that they thought that because Shamia is a fan favorite and Kelly's already on the record having no issue taking licks at Portia, they thought that 2 versus 1, that any kind of side eye that Portia got from her last relationship, the 2 of them could take Portia down, because who better to take you down than your best friend of several decades? I think they overestimated how likable them as a duo would be. I think is Cynthia like a water sign? Because she has great instincts. I think Cynthia,
her birthday's in February. She's a Pisces.
Yeah, because you know why I'm saying that? Because I think when Cynthia put them in the house, my first thought is I would have done the same thing, because there's something about the way that they're clicking up that's exhausting. And she thought that she could contain them in that house. That's what I think. I would have contained them in the little house of horrors as well if I was Cynthia. So I think Cynthia Bailey putting them in that house was a brilliant idea, because it sequestered them and stopped them from being able to poke at Portia and undermine the collective. So I think putting them in that space made perfect sense. I also think that because they think as a duo, they're so funny. Like, they think they're funnier than they really are. They're funny, but they're even funnier in their own minds. They've been in this echo chamber talking shit about Portia for so long that when it was time for the show to start, they thought they had a one-up. Because I have a fan favorite who is the only person who's tethered to the star of the show, which is Portia. And me and you can take her down because they know I'm not scared, right? I'll climb her leg and beat her out. So they overestimated. That's why I think Kelly's working so hard to have problems with Portia. Even when Portia sent those flowers, that to me was still kind of weird. The flowers were nice. Why are you being so weird about it? I think it's going to go poorly because I think Pinky is the wild card in all of this. Walk with me for a second. I think if Pinky was not on the show and Shamia and Kelly were able to nip at Portia's heels like the 2 little chihuahuas that they're being right now, and K. Michelle was able to have that combative thing that she wanted, the show might have gone in the way that K. Michelle and what's her name, Shamia and Kelly all thought. Pinky being so authentic cracked open a window in the entire cast. Pinky being so authentic immediately made the intimacy front street. Pinky being so about it immediately made the girls feel like, oh, we could tussle and then Kiki afterwards. It brought us back. It's almost like Pinky and Angela are the two-headed savior of the show because Angela is just fucking amazing. And Pinky's so real that the two of them together, you're now seeing the ultra that we love, but I don't think the two girls that were in cahoots planned on that. So K. Michelle showed up to fight. Kelly and Shamia showed up to fight, but they're shadow boxing and they look crazy. That's my theory. Does that make sense, guys?
Perfect sense to me.
Claudia.
I think Kelly and Shamia do have reasons to have issues with Portia because I already told y'all my tea between Kelly and Portia.
Mm-hmm.
And I was proven right because even Portia said that I wasn't lying about that. Okay. There was a man between that. No. Okay. I will never blast him because he's good people. And I think Shamia has a reason to feel away. I just feel like it's not coming off good because of the show. Again, I go back to the reality of it all. It is a TV show, y'all. And things will be shot in a way where, you know, we're supposed to like these people and not like these people. I think they have a right to have issues with Portia. And it's legit. I don't even know if they even have to try to take her out. They have real reasons in real life to have an issue. It's not coming off well on the show. It's not. And I do think they were valid in having issues with their room. Of course, it wasn't Cynthia's fault. It's all the production. And honestly, Cynthia probably didn't even really pick that room for them. That, of course, was production, y'all.
I disagree with you.
I mean, we were told.
I emphatically disagree with you that production told Cynthia to give the pool house to Kelly and Shamia.
Mm-hmm.
Because this. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was saying my experience on reality shows. I remember we went to Philippines. I was told I had to put Phaedra in a nice room because she was going through divorce. And I was like, "Fuck that bitch!" Like I don't.
No. I'm not saying any of that does not exist. All I'm saying is because I agree with you. Listen, I agree with you in the sense of yes, there are things that meets the eye. All I'm saying that's only cut you off disagreeing with you about the room selection because Cynthia is such a vet and you saw Cynthia struggle because the thing is this.
She did struggle. She was looking like she was like, damn, but
yeah, she struggled because in my opinion, I think Cynthia knew it's either frickin' Frack or Shamia and Kelly. And I think Cynthia struggled with which one it could be. So that's why I think that Cynthia, by her own merit, did it. But listen, you and I were friends with Cynthia. We'll ask her tomorrow. I'll text her now. But go ahead.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
It's my opinion. And I know I sometimes break the fourth wall on these shows. And I'm sorry if I kind of ruin it for some people that are viewers of these reality shows. But a lot of times I'm here to speak for the people that have to do things on these shows when it may not be their first mind. I mean, I've had to on some shows do something that was against what my gut was telling me was a right thing to do. And then guess who has to pay for it 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12 years later? You do.
Yeah.
And so I'm here to be the person that says, hey guys, sometimes it ain't what y'all think it is. And it ain't like, you know, people be getting demonized for choices or given credit for choices. That was production saying, if we do this, we already know these two feel like outsiders. It's going to elevate that. It's going to make, of course, it's going to make an issue happen. Of course, the room not being 100% is going to make an issue. I just look at it a little bit differently because I've had to be the person where I had to do things, not with you, Carlos, but on shows where I had to do things where I didn't feel like I wanted to do that or was wrong, but I still had to do it because I'm on a contract for the show. Right. And so, yes. And it is genius because that's what good producers do. That's what good production companies do. They do these things because if they didn't and it was all kumbaya, we wouldn't have an episode to talk about. So I'm just here as the former person.
But that's why I love you being here because of your experience on the show. So no, I was only disagreeing about this room selection.
Yeah, so and who knows, right?
I'll be back with that.
And you can ask her, is that who your interview is with this week? Is it with Cynthia?
No.
You did say tomorrow. But
Claudia, a quick question before you continue. Do you think that I love that you said that they have a good reason because I love that you're humanizing them in that way? But do you think that Portia not taking the bait is why they look bad?
Portia not taking the bait.
Portia's not giving big nasty reactions. She's keeping it cute to Carlos's point.
She is.
And so that's the chink in the wheel is that if you have a valid reason, but the other person's not arguing, you do look crazy by yourself.
Of course. Yeah. And I do think, and kudos to Portia for not taking the bait. I think she's a reality vet, which Shamia and Kelly are not. So Portia knows exactly how to like,
it's brilliant.
She's really good at she's really good at reality. Like she knows like, if I give you nothing, you have nothing. If I give you nothing, if I give you nothing, then you're going to look stupid. Yep. Whether you're valid or not is not even the point. Exactly. It's what the fans are going to see. The finished product is I gave you nothing. Y'all over there. She probably knows they're talking about her.
That's called being a vet. That's called being seasoned and knowing what you're doing, which is why she gave that interview the way she did in Carlos's space when she was asked about K. Michelle. Portia didn't tear K. Michelle up or get all nasty. She just was like, you know what? I think she's going to look at that differently once it airs, and I think she's going to do things differently next season. That reflects the Portia that we're getting, right? Brilliant. Seasoned, wise, you know what I'm saying? We might miss some of the old Portia, you know what I mean? But this is where we're at, and it reflects, I think, based on what she stated in that interview with Carlos, it reflects where she's at in life right now.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, like that's what's very frustrating to a lot of people that are on reality TV. You come on there and like what your reality is sometimes is not necessarily what we will see as viewers. Okay.
Yeah. Can I stop you there too?
Yeah.
Because I agree with you. Okay. With that being said, it's not the onus on the vets to come at you with what's your issue with me. I think the reason why, if I can like peel things back, I think the reason why the audience feels like, okay, Kelly, are you a confessional gangster? Because you know, you said frickin' frack is whack. I would have preferred if Kelly would have went to the dinner and saying, I think both of you bitches are whack. Okay, well, let's talk about it. And I think Portia, Portia and Phaedra would have been like, well, what's good? Let's talk about it. But because we also give it to Phaedra. Phaedra too is a confessional gangster. And that's the reason why I think my advice to Shamia and Kelly, the season already wrapped. And we'll see what happens next week because there was a preview of Kelly versus Shamia, so maybe it'll happen next week. I do think the problem, though, is, and that's why I had to ask Portia, like, it's weird that I'm watching this season and you two are even, like, talking. And I think if Shamia was able to say, hey, friend, can we talk? All we know, based on Shamia, is
Carlos, you know this show, okay.
Yes, Carlos. Exactly.
You know, so for me, so listen, no shade. So for me, because I agree with you, Claudia, I feel like this is the thing. If I'm new to reality show and I know this chick is a vet, I'm going to take her off her game. I'm going to say, hey, because let's be clear. Camera's going to follow where the star is.
Exactly.
So if I'm Shamia or Kelly and I go to Portia, the face of this franchise, and say, I got a problem with you, sis, we all going to be like, well, what's good? So I do think the issue is I love Shamia and Kelly. And I will go on record saying I know for a fact that they do have a friendship. Whether to Claudia's point,
you said that before too.
Whether or not it's being believed based on what's happening in real life, they are thick as thieves. But
it does seem like they like each other for real. And it doesn't.
The basis could still be hating Portia, though. Can we be honest?
It may have started with it being anti-Portia, but I do think
the
they really do like each other now.
We have a mutual enemy and we got tight. I've seen that happen all the fucking time where we have a shared enemy and then we become tight.
Yeah.
I
don't
will say
fuck with nobody like that. If I don't like somebody, don't be trying to team up with me, nigga. No, like you, that's on you. You do that on your own time because I don't trust neither one of y'all. I would never trust a person that reached out to me because they knew that I had a problem with somebody else to try to have some sort of camaraderie. Like that's the first person that'll do you in. You know what I'm saying? Like, no.
Yes. So
If
my
I
advice
said
to
we
you
give-
girls, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was real quick. Kelly and Shamia, if you want this to go in your, well, it's too late. The season's already wrapped, but
Claudia, reunion advice.
reunion advice. I like both of you. I actually like the cast, right? For the most part. You cannot just like be a gangster in confessionals, but be just as gangster in the scene face to face, like Angela Oakley was. Or you are going to look silly. Like you have to give the same energy, or you leave the door wide open for people to talk trash about you. And that goes for everybody on the cast. Like if you all big and bad and banging on your chest and stuff when you in your confessions, it's funny. We're going to kiki and laugh for a second. But I'm sorry, I don't have no respect for no one that doesn't do it to your face. That's what makes a read a read. You ain't reading nobody if you say it with producers, craft services, makeup touch-ups. Oh, can I do that again? I didn't really say it. They want to say it because that happens too in those confessionals. But when you can say it, bam, on the spot with no stutters to the person's face, and they have a reaction, that's when you're a real one. So you have to, and I like you guys both, but y'all, the same energy y'all give in your confessions, do it to the person's face, and you'll have way more respect. And then people can't really poke holes in the theory. They can't call you a confessional gangster.
I agree.
So speaking of reads, we got to get into Angela.
Yes.
Goatley. And happy birthday, Angela. It's literally her birthday today. So happy birthday.
Happy birthday. What a birthday gift.
It was.
Here's the birthday. So as of today, I'm only referring to Angela Oakley as Angela Goatley because, and I'm going to start with Claudia Jordan on this one because she is a part of the most iconic reads Atlanta Housewives ever seen.
Yes, she is.
And I want to get Claudia Jordan's POV about this read down between Pinky and Angela Goatley. So Pinky, to me, and I love Pinky. Pinky definitely had a bit of a tude upon entry of the dinner that I love that Angela clocked instantly. And that to me is what we're all four of us are saying in terms of it was unexpected. You could tell it wasn't produced, and you could tell these two women were just in the moment. Angela clocked that there's something weird going on with Pinky's attitude, and why you caping some? Is it caping or capping?
Caping.
Oh
Caping.
wait,
Caping is one. Yeah.
Capping is fake.
Save
Caping
it.
is when you like
in the tiny house. Yeah.
Yes. Why you caping so much for these girls when they can speak for themselves? And that's when all of a sudden Angela and Pinky's read down was so severe up in here. But Claudia Jordan, take the floor, because one thing you always said that I agree with is the person who knows how to read can take what the person is saying about them, turn around and flip it. And to me, that's why Angela won. But go ahead, Claudia.
Y'all ain't gonna like this that don't like me already and have an issue. And I don't give a fuck. This was Puerto Rico 2.0 with Pinky being Nene getting upset and turning her back. It's over. And Angela, I'm sorry. Kindred spirits. The way Angela stayed calm the entire time, and whatever Pinky threw at her, she took it and threw it back. I know I was singing Pinky's praises last week, but this week she had an attitude and I did not like it. I don't know what she came in there with, because Pinky, I like you. I really do. But I didn't like her this week on the show. It felt just like that. From the short hair. Well, Angela didn't have a bob tucked under, but I have my real
Were you
hair
triggered, Claudia? Were you triggered?
No, not at all. I was very proud. I like Angela. I like them both, actually. But I was like, this is the kind of housewives we like. Nobody fought. There wasn't nobody put hands. It was a verbal jousting. And this is not to take away from Pinky, because Pinky still held her own. Let's not act like Pinky got annihilated. Pinky did not get annihilated.
Overbite. Oh, really? Incestuous teeth?
Take that wig off and let's see what you really look like. Take them lashes off. I was like, oh.
Incestuous teeth came from Angela, right?
Angela.
Angela said that. So Angela said things that we have not heard before. Yes. Angela, listen, you are a real reader reacting in the moment and 100%. Not saying the same stuff over and over again and keeping your calm. When Pinky stood up and was frustrated, Angela won that in that moment, and Angela wanted to keep going, and Angela had the smirk,
Mhm.
and I like that. Now they both got some hits in, they both did, but
What was your favorite hits?
I like a good volleyball match. Okay, so when Pinky said something about I like the multimillionaire. What would you say? The multimillionaire debt. The multimillionaire part, the bill shit, and Angela ran it right back to her. I don't know. I liked it all. It was so many good ones in there. They both had good ones, but Angela, I gotta give the edge to Angela. I do, because Pinky came in there. It seemed like Pinky had an attitude and was very defensive. From this episode, I got that Pinky don't have girlfriends. That's what it felt like to me. I could be wrong. It felt like she's already coming there with her guard up, like, I ain't like these girls. They probably don't like me. So you come in a little defensive. And I hate that for her. But Angela Oakley.
Well, no, Angela said, I can throw a rock and hit 10 people that you owe. That alone, she won. She won after that. That was it for me. I can throw a rock and hit 10 people that you owe.
And then
Claudia, for you real quick, not with the way that your teeth commingle, those incestuous teeth you got. Incestuous teeth, and this is the face she had. I'm sorry, but incestuous teeth deserves to be in the hot.
We've never heard that before. So anything that's unique material, we've never heard. Anyone can say, ho, slut, everyone ran through you, you're this, you're that, you broke. But when you say something in a word combination that we have not heard, I've never heard incestuous teeth before in my life.
Commingle teeth.
The way your teeth commingle, those incestuous teeth you got.
Dustin, you have a comedy show coming up. As a comedian, what were your thoughts on this verbal jousting between Angela Goatley and Pinky?
It was over the minute Portia said, Angela, why are you looking like that? And we seen Angela's hand like this when she started talking. If you watched the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16 and 17, you know, and I'm keeping my hand steady for a reason. You know that once Angela Oakley starts doing like this, when she's talking to somebody, you know what's coming next. And unfortunately,
he's right.
Pinky was on the end of this right here, this finger right here. Pinky was on the pointer that time.
I'm a boy, Damon.
I really just feel like from Friday. So I really just feel like yeah, that was a Friday read for all that. That was for
Cat Williams was getting hit on by what's his name? The big dude. What's his name? Terry Crews. I'm a boy, Damon. Like, leave me alone. Get off me.
And that's what that came from. But and Pinky was having trouble with the timing, you know what I'm saying, landing certain things or whatever. But what Pinky did do, Pinky ain't scared, and Pinky showed herself ready to get in the paint. Yes, she arrived at that table with a chip on her shoulder, and I wish that she did not assume the need to defend her friends when there was nothing to defend them against, because it looked like Pinky was being unnecessarily confrontational with Cynthia. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't really, nobody was really disrespecting Cynthia flat out, but they were picking and prodding, you know what I'm saying? And it was unnecessary. And unfortunately for Pinky, Angela, who was 100% present in the scene, picked up on it. She sniffed the trail and literally leaned into it, and it didn't work out well for Pinky because Angela won. She took the W for sure. She was composed. She was poised. She never broke character. She was doing real-time insults because she was using the things that Pinky said as callbacks. So that's something that you can't fake or script. And it showed her prowess in a space where your value can be measured by your performance in situations like that. So shout out to Angela Oakley, like once again, proving all of us right who knew she was a star last season. That what she showed herself to have the capability to do in that scene is not something that everyone can do. And it is something that adds to her value in the space. So I watch it over and over and over and over and over again. And she looked the fuck good while she did it too. Did you see her on the walk up? Have you seen Angela's body this season? They all real quick. They all been looking good because Drew looked
the best at dinner.
Amazing.
Oh my God, she looked so pretty at that dinner. So
she
pretty.
Got the wig right. She got the proportions of the outfits right.
She looked flat out beautiful during that scene. She looked gorgeous. So shout out to them.
I never cancel Christmas for my employees. How can you host a giveaway, but you owe people?
Angela wasn't playing with her for real.
Pinky
She was
calls her a
not playing
bitch,
with her.
Pinky got mad and was like, bitch. And then again, when your opponent gets emotional, you have won the match.
You know you got the upper hand at that point.
We're just talking. Why I gotta be a bitch?
So Blue, what were your thoughts on the match? What were your favorite moments that was said, and who do you think won?
When Pinky tried to attack Angela's appearance, I felt bad because I was like, oh, you're having an off day. Like, you're the one that I have been defending for not having the lace front, not having the things that. So for Pinky to attack Angela for her appearance, and Angela's like, baby, I look great. What do you want to pick at? Like, which part of me that's amazing that you want to talk about? Because I look great. I said, I already knew that she was about to lose, because when you go after a woman's appearance and she's clear that she's that bitch and she's just waiting for you to catch up, it's pretty much a wrap at that point. I've never seen somebody stand up to storm off and sit back down immediately. That already is an L for me. Again, Pinky, you guys know I love Pinky. She had an off day. My thing about Angela and Pinky that I love, and why I think they're both such great hires, but in my opinion, Angela's probably the best new hire since the original cast. I would die on this hill. I think had we seen her with the Ninis and the Portias in the old days, she would have fit right in. She's vintage Housewives of Atlanta, right? Carlos, you should have been producing her, to be perfectly honest. And when they had that back and forth, and Pinky was like, oh, I'm not about to wear this lady out. And they both kind of smirked at each other like, we good? We good? Yeah, bitch, we good. And they went back to laughing. I love that. That is two professionals who came to do their job. I love the resolutions. The fact that they were able to go there and give one of the best reads we've seen this season, to the point where even Phaedra was like, oh my God, I love this. They're the same person, both bankrupt, right? Phaedra was trying to get a little licking in the confessionals because she's a confessional gangster. But to go toe to toe, do your job, clock in, and then clock back out and go back to eating your charcuterie plate, that is a true professional. I think that Angela, Pinky, and Portia are impressing me in ways that I was not expecting. Portia, who used to fight everybody, now knows how to stay composed and ignore a bitch and just clock in. Yeah. Angela has been gold since day one. Pinky, my favorite MVP newbie. I think those two women are single-handedly saving this season. And
Pinky is an entrepreneur, so she can't quit. That's why she wouldn't give up in that argument. That was her little bless her heart. That was Pinky's entrepreneurial spirit that was making her hold on. You know what I'm saying? And
I like that she can lose, Dustin. I love somebody who can take an L and like shrug it off and continue.
Yeah.
And she has some, listen, not to take away from Pinky. Pinky has some good reads. She said, I should buy your foreclosed properties. And I did like that Angela kept her composure. She could have like taken it bad when she spread the foreclosure. She's like, yeah, I did go through foreclosure, and it did not affect her. But they both, and then Portia in the confessionals with their bracelet falling off was the perfect touch. Like that was funny.
It was good. My favorite line was when Pinky said, your husband don't like you. And then Angela goes, what about the woman living in your basement?
Who's the basement?
What is that about?
Bro, listen, we'll see what happens, but
who's in the basement, Carlos? Tell us.
I don't know who's in the basement.
Pinky's mama. Wasn't her mama over there helping them with the kids in the house?
Yeah. So listen, because I don't want to spoil, because I have to make sure that I wasn't going to say nothing that I know in the streets.
Okay.
Because, you know,
does Ralph have a sister?
You respect the game.
I know the Atlanta streets, and there are rumors about Pinky.
Oh,
so the woman in the basement.
What kind of rumors
is going to come out based on, some.
Like what rumors? Like lesbian rumors?
Like a sex dungeon? Like they allege cat?
No, not that. Lord Jesus, not that. No.
They better not be trying to say that Pinky's husband is cheating on her. Because based on what I seen in that last episode, Pinky got a good ass motherfucking husband. The way that he sprung right into action when she started talking about that bankruptcy shit, and I'm not talking about offering the financial help with the $5 million, which was remarkable. I'm talking about the way that he hugged her, and he immediately just dialed into her emotional needs in that moment, and had the other layer of the money. That's a good nigga. Shout out.
Not a slutty vegan in the basement.
You won. You missed to Cal. Pinky has a slutty vegan in the basement.
That is amazing.
actually what. All I'll say is, watch the rest of the season. But you'll put two and two together.
Can I say this?
But
this
no,
should give the other girls like
there's no judgment.
Y'all better do y'all's jobs because they bringing it. Pinky, Angela brought it, and some of the vets who I'm not gonna say a name because y'all gonna say I'm hating. Step up, because the newbies are bringing it and giving us something to talk about.
Ooh, they both in debt.
They're both broke, girl.
But if I say it, I'm a hater.
All right, so let me read the super chat.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you, Justin and Blue.
Yeah.
What's up, the outfit there?
Dark Child 99, baby, MVP Angela Oakley, channel her inner Puerto Rico, Claudia Jordan. She brought back the early seasons of Atlanta so effortlessly. Yes. We have a newbie, Naisha Johnson. This is my first time catching a live, Carlos. I was so excited to see the Black Effect. Oh, nice to meet you again, babe. Also want to give a special shout out to Dustin. He'll be in Atlanta, Naisha, so get your tickets.
I sure will. DustinRossLive.com, baby. Thank you so much, Naisha.
Miss Chocolate Diva, I'm a Don in Tennessee. What does that mean, Claudia?
Director of Nursing, Doctor of Nursing.
Oh, okay.
Doctor of Nursing in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
Oh, we're celebrating my nurses all day for Nurses Week. Thank you. Feet tired, unwinding, sipping, and listening to my favorite panel. Thank you for watching. This means a lot to us.
Shout out to you.
Her Bob said Paramount.
Her Bob.
Y'all try.
I'm gonna get a Bob, you guys. It's coming.
Crystal Mason Williams. Hey, Carlos, Claudia, Justin, and Blue. Not Justin.
I love
Justin. Carlos.
And Blue got an E in it.
I have my tickets for the Dallas show. Can't wait to see you, and we'll have some surprises for you, my sweet.
Oh my God, I hope I can get tickets.
Claudia, stop.
You never know.
Go to KingdomReign.com.
Oh my God.
Hold on, what's the website? Let me write it down. Because I know you're
REIGNENT.com to get your tickets, Claudia. Okay, thank you.
Or maybe I can go through your assistant, maybe.
Lizzie's selling tickets too on Shopify.com /
We love you, Lizzie and Lula.
Okay, Carlos, make sure you clip and post the part about us not supporting our shows and pushing for cancellation. This needs to be heard. Thank you, Paige. I actually will. Hey, Lula. Post it. Hi, Regina Collins. Chris Watkins, baby. Belle B, better start coming for our girl Stormy. Tiffany, be nice. That's not nice. Okay. Tasha Terry, some Black people have become whitewashed. Claudia, you're one of my favorite people. Carlos, Blue, and Dustin, I love you all. I'm from Flint, Saginaw, Michigan, and live in North Carolina.
What's happening? Flint Town.
Love it. Her Bob, Tiff's body language speaks before her mouth. Shady.
I agree.
Divine Sparkle, Stormy is a Leo. Chris Watkins, no, Tisha, babe, the way Destiny paid her, no dust.
It's actually paid her dust.
Oh, paid her dust.
Well, that's what it was supposed to be. They wrote paid her no dust. Their heart was in the right place.
I am Miss Golden, coming in late. Blue, Reed, and 90% of the world. Love y'all. Keep it. Danny Girl, Destiny had given Tisha grace and patience on several episodes. Grace and patience done ran out.
That's right.
Hey, that boy. Hell no.
That's Sophia from The Color Purple.
Scotty G. Let's watch Angel Show for the binge after what?
That's a Friend Zone listener right there. Shout out to the Friend Zone podcast. Well, shout out to you, Scotty G.
I love that clip you posted where you were impersonating Stephen A. Smith with the Venus flytrap.
The clan fell upside down. I said, now hold on.
That was so funny.
Shout out to the Friend
Stephen A.
Zone.
Smith, man.
Black and you changed your name. Black intrinsic gravitas. Like,
$20.
Drusilla needed to be reminded that being separated isn't a marital status while she's in Georgia on camera, showing dates via Zoom and in person before the full dissolution of the marriage. Oh,
Oh,
Blue.
First of all, let me not spill my tea that I know.
oh,
Oh.
Y'all
She
being so
wasn't the only one going out with people that are famous, and I'll leave it at that.
He brought people to the basement. Everybody's
Famous reality star or influencer?
Reality stars.
BH1, BET, Zeus,
I can't
Bravo.
say anymore, but I will text you privately. But you cannot say it on the show.
I never say anything. Thank you, Claudia.
You cannot say it on the show.
You're talking about me.
Yep.
That's the problem.
Carlos.
I don't say anything.
But I'm just saying.
Come on.
Listen, what's good for the goose is good for the motherfucking gander. What is a gander, by the way? Do y'all know what a gander is?
A male goose.
It's a gaze, a loving gaze. Take a gaze.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Drew, and I'm not defending her. Drew, you are not alone. Shout out to Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Okay.
You hurt me so much, Claudia.
Well, and the tea that I have would blow it all.
You might as well say the shit now.
No,
You done
I
said
can't.
all
We don't
this.
use the group chat
Goddamn.
anymore.
If I tell y'all niggas something, don't say shit. Don't say you know nothing. Don't act like you know nothing. Just you don't. Whatever I
know
tell
nothing.
y'all, that's the rule.
We know.
Okay.
Read between the lines.
Maria 3193, thank you for consistently entertaining us on Mondays. Much love. Looking forward to what you're doing. Big plans for this show, Carlos. Thank you. Mrs. Hartman, I think K. Michelle is trying so hard to be calm and not loving hip hop ish that she is losing her true personality. Be yourself, Kay.
I agree.
Alexis think Dustin, please review Baddies USA when it comes back.
Say less. I can't wait for chapter 2. I am hooked and ready. So
They're filming in Dallas right now.
For real, we should have went.
Yep, they're
So
here.
you know we like fights. we should have went.
Y'all are so funny.
Aries do like fights. Mhm.
They
We
really
are the
do.
gods of war.
We're clear. I'm the goddess.
Lisa Jane, recap Angel's show with her as a guest. Angel, you are more than welcome to come on Monday Night Live.
You can take my place that day.
Right. Who's square can she play? You don't have to be here for this.
Claudia. What is wrong with her?
This is what's wrong. I had white
Who's
trash
model
food,
for you?
and I ate some beef jerky too. This was so good, you guys.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, Claudia.
Yo.
My white trash side is showing tonight.
Claudia, I had 6 sips and some vitamins. You had
Vitamins and liquor, Blue.
Yeah, Claudia got me about to pass out.
Yes, balance.
Now I
Vitamins.
want to have phone sex with somebody right now, and I don't even know who to call.
I can't with y'all.
Yes, I do. Hold on.
Oh,
Call Boo, Ryan Davis. Pinky came off as someone with low self-esteem. She has found success with her businesses endeavors, which should be applauded, but now uses it to assert herself in a way that is not becoming. Okay. JI 2784. Don't believe it, Kay. She's still filmed by the pool and came up to the dinner for drama. Kay is following the wrong team, Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, that's mean.
In
I love
parentheses.
Ren and Stimpy. That was my shit back in the day.
Yeah. LNL Customer Designs. Carlos, is Martell just a friend to the show now? No.
Yeah, mind you, he's literally in the credits, so you're being.
I'm like, no.
Carlos, is Martell your favorite male reality star of all?
No,
that's Marcel.
actually,
Marcel
if I had to say of all time, if I had to name that I work with, Claudia, or just in general?
Let's go with both.
And you can't say
But I
Greg Leaks.
Oh,
Yeah.
Greg.
Can't do that.
Shout out to Greg. We love
Also
Greg.
Greg.
Greg's very nice.
It is actually Greg Leaks, but Peter Thomas too.
Yep.
Really?
Oh.
Peter is a blast.
He's fine.
Peter did his thing, and he is a very nice person when you meet him, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he be pulling the girls, so he must be. He pulls
No,
it.
He got
I
mad
know
at us on
his girlfriend
TGIF.
at the nail salon recently.
What happened?
I may have seen one of Peter's girlfriends at the nail salon.
Oh, was she cute?
Of course she was cute. He only does baddies.
When is his interview?
Right.
This Asher says Shamia Kelly is ATL's madness and sadness this season. Same bucket as Angel and Kiana, just a dark cloud. Damn.
Oh.
Carlos, can you interview Charles Oakley? I think that would be a good interview.
Oh, me too.
Oh, that'd be amazing. I would get drunk for that one.
Yeah.
That's a
Claudia, that was Claudia. That was
house.
Produce a little son for like 6 years. TJ.
House, sis. That's a good idea.
I think that would be a great. I think they would do numbers too.
When I went over Angela's house, their house, excuse me, to do Angela's interview, he had to go out of town that day, so I never met him, but I'll keep you updated, and you too, Dustin, about Peter. Okay.
Yes.
Craze the Griot. Shout out to Lowe's for the Black Effect Podcast Fest. Drop mad knowledge. Thank you. Lowe's do an internship trying to get out of the classroom. No, for real. I will. I promise that's happening.
7,000 people in the chat. Shout out to the chat. Run them numbers.
Hey,
These is girl behavior. Can we give 23 seconds to how fine blue is? That's the message. That's the comment. Curly bangs, eyes, and skin.
Beautiful.
Come on, that was so sweet.
This is girl behavior.
Vince Ashton, Kelly calling Phaedra whack after Phaedra helped her win her court case in these. Yes, you're right.
She won a case?
I didn't know that.
Yes. Right, Dustin? This is true.
Clap of a black excellence.
Dusty's case. Dustin
don't block is right twice a day. Good job.
But Claudia Blue.
That's
right,
good.
Dustin? This happens later in the season.
I don't know. That's why I haven't commented, because I don't know about this. So you're filling me in too. I didn't know that Phaedra won anything in court.
Yeah, so Phaedra represented Kelly in a case to where, and again, I don't have all the details, but that's when Kelly's ex-husband was arrested due to what Phaedra did to represent her. So
listen, we gotta give props where props is due. If in fact she won her case, that's amazing. That's beautiful.
A case. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
One is better than none.
As Bobby Brown said.
Last bones.
Always making me lose. That's my last lawyer.
I'm guilty. Is production versus sub-producing?
You say they say I'm guilty? They say I'm guilty. Phaedra Parks is my lawyer.
So much question.
No, Blue, they're cocktail. That's the thing, babes.
I have both. I have ADHD and a cocktail.
How much of this is production versus sub-producing? I think all bets are, not off in this case, but in. You just never know. Black intrinsic gravitas. Do you think Angela, who hasn't achieved mass success, projected her feelings onto Pinky, who is clearly independent, confident, not jealous, and doesn't ask her husband to share expenses for projects? If so, why?
I love Pinky too, but Angela's not a restaurateur, so it's a false equivalency. Yeah. Just say you love Pinky and you don't like Angela.
She lost $2 million of her own money. Something
when you try to take that route, it don't end up where you think you're going. Just say, I don't fuck with Angela. I like Pinky.
Hey, Core G1, who the hate is real. Who are you talking about?
Wait, this one? Who are you talking about?
The hate is so
Claudia,
real.
I'm reading the super. Oh, you're in the other chat, Claudia.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Hey,
I'm like, who said something?
I was drinking water until y'all told me.
Oh no, trust me. I'm going to bring you boxes of Sutter's house moving forward.
I have a headache. This shit is cheap.
Why are you not getting it from Toya's Wine Club?
Oh,
what?
God.
Who?
Toya's Wine Club.
She has a wine club?
Dustin is being messy.
Why we not ordering it from Toya's Wine Club, Lo?
I'm here for a wine club
anymore, Dustin.
Oh, okay. Because she was so mad. They fucking with my business. My business. Hey, y'all trying to tear down my business. And the wine. And what was the winery she was working with, or the company? She was so proud of that. I can't remember what it was, but
I forgot.
That's the answer. You can't remember what
it was. I guess the club closed.
Not too much on Toya. Okay, you're bad boy.
I would join.
Shamia and Kelly are punks, especially Shamia. She throws the brick. and hiding her hands for years, talking behind Portia's back. Kelly is a joke.
So Yvette Boy don't like Shamia and Kelly.
Right.
Danny girl, Angela Red, Pinky Nice Nasty with no sweat, thus no fan even needed.
Didn't need her fan.
Not the fan.
No Fangela.
Please, Blue. I hear about K. Michelle as it relates to fear of intimacy. How do you reconcile that with the intimate moment with Kelly at the pool?
Oh, it was a smaller moment. It was a more sequestered. She wasn't with the big dogs.
The butterfly goddess Angel was Nene. Iconic. Angela was Nene. Iconic.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no. You tried it.
Bitch Chocolate Diva, that motherfucking Angela called her Alf off the rip. A lot of people missed that one. You have to be. I miss Alf.
I didn't hear Alf.
Crazy. Alf is crazy.
I'm gonna have to watch it on Peacock and subtitle it.
He looks nuts. Wow. That's crazy.
Alf. That's a reason. No one wants to be called Alf.
Claudia, can you please?
That's bad. Okay. Leah, incestuous tea took me out, almost choked, brought me back to Candace Reed and her word game on Potomac.
Nobody wants to be called Alf. Is wild.
Alf.
Claudia, I love it. That was a good old nasty Claudia Nene Reed child. Incestuous teeth was nasty.
Yeah, how you spell incestuous friend?
No, it was not.
Blue. When I tell you, the two of y'all acting tonight.
I'll grab her.
I'm so sorry. I thought that was institutional teeth.
Prove it, Blue.
It looks like insurrectionist teeth.
Biz Ashton, Drew with the reverse card was hilarious. That was good. That was actually really good. Goddess Carlos put in the Scots. Y'all being mean. We love the Fletchers. We love the Scots.
Right.
And Destiny always too. Love you, Goddess, baby. Saint Nick. The only con so far with this season is 5 episodes in and no sit down with Portia and Shamia. We haven't seen them talk to each other in all the scenes.
I too would love that scene.
I would love to see that too.
It's time.
I would love to see that too. Vince Ashton, Lowe's, when are we going to get a Blueprint reunion interview at exclusive with Aubrey after leaving the show and Danny Kane drama? Do the Lord's work.
Ooh, you ain't even tapped in that the encore bag over there at the
Well,
interview.
look, with Paramount, who knows, child?
I loved Encore. Oh, I love that show.
Do you want to interview Aubrey? Do you
my favorite shows
know her?
I've done.
Do you know her, Carlos? Aubrey?
She's on the Encore. Yeah. Yeah.
She was on Celebrity Apprentice too, and she had a little thing with them.
With son, right? She was fucking Donald Trump Jr., right?
Yeah.
She said they had an affair, if I'm not mistaken.
When he wasn't doing as much coke.
Yeah, she alleged that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I talked to people in production. They was a thing.
Well, he never denied it. At least I don't know.
It was
never
strong. She was drinking.
Carlos, Black YouTube is waiting on you to do a mainstream show on the Black Manosphere Males Podcasters. Oh. What do you say? Hey, Claudia. Oh, a straight man, Claudia. See?
Oh, he is. Hey, friend.
Are you straight?
He's straight. He said he wants to do a show about.
Send another $5 if you
straight.
He
knows he gay. That don't mean he's straight.
The Manosphere, there's enough negative shit out there. Stephen A. Smith done pissed me off this week with his nonsense. I'm so
every time y'all say his name, my booty cheeks clench. Ugh.
You hear his name? Yeah.
Like Red Bella. Yeah. So glad I came here by the way of Dustin's Friend Zone podcast. I love it. I'm a new fan of yours, Blue. That's so sweet.
See, the ones that get it. Exactly. Shout out to you, Queen Bella, and thank you for fucking with the show.
Guinea, are y'all's perspective on Pinky husband saying he had to humble her change after the last 2 episodes?
Mine did. Yup, for sure. The way he showed up for her last week, absolutely. I don't give a fuck about that. Yes, it changed my perspective.
I love him.
It changed mine somewhat, but I still got my eye on him. If that was a major red flag to humble your wife.
Yes.
But he did good in that scene when he said 5 million. Okay.
I was aroused by that scene still. I liked it.
But then again, I always go back to, but a camera was on you.
That seemed natural to me.
Yeah.
I like the way she cried about it. But no, we had 7,300 people tonight.
God damn.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea. I'm happy I didn't know.
I know. I like to tell y'all at the end. I like because sometimes I forget too. We be having a lot, but tonight we have over 7,000 people join us live. So Claudia, Dustin, Blue, I love the three of you. But starting with you first, Blue, is there anything you want to promote while you have the raindrops full attention, all 7,000 of them?
Well, don't stop saying that part. First of all, y'all got me drunk. That's fine. Okay, bring it down, Blue. First of all, the Taurus girls are winning. Shout out to Destiny and Angela. It's our season. We up in this bitch. I just want to shout out all the Taurus people out there who are amazing. Also to Blue Centric Live as usual. I will say this, guys. I run into a couple of raindrops. Every time I run into you guys, you're so funny. The raindrops are very funny. They're kiki. They're mischievous too.
What do you mean?
It's just very mischievous. They be asking interesting questions, but I be ducking and diving. They're like, is Dustin really? Is there no way that Dustin? You sure he never? I got a lot of questions about Dustin and his loins. I'm trying.
They want to have sex with the straight girls are like, are you sure he's really gay? Because they be wanting to fuck you, Dustin.
Black women are not as homophobic as y'all think. Look at that, Dustin. You are
Where? No, we want to have. I'm sorry. He's my friend. I respect him. They want to have sex with Dustin.
Yeah, but please don't ask me though. Just moving forward, I love y'all so much. Don't ask me about Dustin's penis anymore. I think I love this show. I feel like we should drink more often.
Mm-hmm.
And remember me different. For anybody who's used to seeing me more academic, it's Monday. We act different on Mondays.
Yes, we do. Okay, Claudia, what you got going on, baby?
Nothing.
Claudia is so.
I need a job, y'all. Listen.
Oh my God.
I need to be able to feed my children. And I have a job out here. I don't have shit going on. The Tubi movies done dried up. The white man and took over all the platforms. I don't know what's gonna come. I don't know. I can't work. I don't want to do OnlyFans. I got a podcast on Wednesdays. That's it. I ain't got shit else going on.
What's it called? What's it called? Say the name.
Accidentally Informed with Erica Cobb.
The lovely Erica Cobb, who we love. Shout out to Erica Cobb.
I have that. And I have a side dish on YouTube and Facebook and all that. And go watch my old movies. Go watch Handyman. Go watch
Wicked Awesome.
Huh?
Wicked Awesome.
Yeah, the whites ain't paying like they said they were going to. They kind of lied to us.
Okay.
We don't have to redo that ourselves. And yeah, I'm supposed to do some other movies, but until I get the deposit, it ain't really nothing's happening. So yeah, y'all send them super chats. Carlos, we get a piece of that.
Tubi?
No, the super chat.
Oh, yes, Clark, in your bonus.
How do you say, can I have $1? Okay.
Justin, let's talk about your live.
I'm very excited. I'm back on the road. I think that means you're a hoe over in Europe when they say you're a boy on or a girl on road or a boy on road, but I'm on the road. So I'm performing in Philadelphia on June 19th, on Juneteenth at City Winery, Chicago, July 7th, St. Louis, July 9th, Boston, July 21st, 2 shows in Atlanta on July 24th, and Nashville on July 26th. So I'll be on the road this summer. You can go to DustinRossLive.com and buy tickets right now. And I'm about to pop my shit. I can't wait to see everybody in the audience. So see y'all on tour. And shout out to my friends at City Winery for putting that together. So yes.
Yay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
The lick done took on Claudia. And also, Godiva, Brody.
Who are you talking to? Who's over there, Carlos? Who are
See, Carlos is a black dog dad. You hear how he called them names? Godiva, Brody.
No, I would never talk to my cat.
Come on, Quavius, come here.
That's right.
My right side is with my pet.
Anyway, all right. So Belle Collective Birmingham. If you missed Friday's episode, catch up.
Yeah.
Friday, 8 o'clock, 7 Central. Huntsville, Love and Marriage. Saturdays, 8 o'clock. Nene Carlos, Birmingham, Tampa. Dallas, Houston, go to kingdomreign.com. Claudia is buying tickets.
Of course. As soon as you send me that super chat money.
What is this show?
So I would love to see you guys there. This Thursday, I am dropping an interview. It's not my exclusive one-on-one. It is a one-on-one, but this is more ripped from the headlines. So this one is a little bit more true crime-ish. So I'm talking to a woman who has recently been involved in a public scandal.
It's one of the ladies from that Nature Boy cult.
Oh God.
Oh, I haven't watched that one yet.
Oh, I've been watching that.
It's on Hulu. It's on Hulu.
Yes. So that's this Thursday, but catch up on Portia's interview if you haven't seen it.
Incredible.
And correction, we had, sorry, Blue, don't get nervous. We actually had 7,600 people tonight.
Oh, yes. And all you people that said you're going to send me Sutter wine, I'm going to hold y'all to it.
Let me see.
And,
I'm going to get you a fucking deal, Claudia, of a Sutter Rhyme.
Okay.
Can we have a drink deal for the show so we could drink sponsored drinks?
I'm working on some things.
I would love that. Moet, Hennessy, where y'all at?
Not
Fabulous
Hennessy.
Face says,
I don't know
let's
if that one, Dustin, but I got somebody who's interested.
Or we can do Cynthia's Tequila, Commissario.
I
I believe it's the name of
listen,
it. We could do Cynthia's Tequila.
I love
cannot
tequila.
drink- I cannot do tequila. I will be telling y'all all my traumas.
I'll
and
drink yours.
secrets. Please. If you think tonight was bad, tequila, I make all my really bad decisions. Like seriously.
So we'll make sure it's that then.
I cannot be taking a pregnancy test at 53 years old. That's
Oh my
right.
God.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's embarrassing. I can't be at Planned Parenthood, all the young Mexican girls and black girls in there, and like the poor whites. Like, oh, I missed my period. I cannot do tequila. I just can't do it.
So we're doing tequila. Yes.
Bad decisions. No. Blue.
Happy Cinco de Mayo to everybody who celebrates tomorrow. Happy
Oh,
Cinco.
Happy
yes.
Cinco de Mayo tomorrow. And Raindrops, enjoy y'all week. Love you guys. And we'll see y'all next Monday.
Love y'all. Bye, Claudia. Blue Low.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.